Welcome to the Realm, Saga of the Storm, our Pathfinder 2e game. We are back for the next episode. I don't even know what episode we're on. 13? 13, is that right?
Magical number 13.
Before we get going, Ash has a thank you to throw out there really quick.
Yes, I would like to throw out a thank you to Paizo, who sent us these great books. They are expanding their library for 2nd edition. We've got the Gods and Magic book, which is just a beautiful book that basically covers all the pantheon of gods and demons and devils in the Galarian lore.
It's so good. I've read the book. It's so
good. There's so much stuff, and I can't thank Paizo enough for the support that they've shown us. It's been a lot of fun. There's a lot of there's some new spells, new domains, just all sorts of new cool stuff that goes along with religiosity, feats. Really cool. If you get a chance, check it out. Hit up your local LGS, which is kind of redundant, but yeah. They also sent over the first of the new adventure path, Extinction Circus.
Extinction.
The show must go on.
Curse.
Oh, it was circus. Yeah.
It is a circus-themed adventure.
Yes. Basically, when the ringmaster of the circus is killed, you've got to, as your characters...
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, well, it's on the back of the book, so... you need to throw together the circus show and figure out who murdered
The ringmaster.
The ringmaster. And it's episode 1 of 6. I don't know, chapter 1 of 6? I don't know. Adventure Path 1 of 6. So
their adventure paths are always 6 in length, and they usually take you from first level all the way up to about 15th level. It's basically a campaign. They release one a month.
Yeah.
And they're fantastic. They have some of the best writers for their adventures.
And it's a gorgeous book. I mean, the full color, great maps inside, some great aspects to show you how to run a circus.
Yeah,
who hasn't
there's
wanted
rules
to run
for running a circus in the book
in their adventure.
I think Paizo really figured out that most adventuring groups are kind of a circus anyway. So why not just?
It's true. So again,
that's directed at you, buddy. Right? I mean that guy.
Hit up your local game store, your LGS, and pick up these books as they're coming out because they are.
Do you have the other thing
fantastic.
too, or did you not?
I don't have the. They also sent us a pack of the Deck of Many Worlds for Starfinder. We're playing Pathfinder 2. So
you want to just create a solar system? You just shuffle the deck, throw them out there, boom, you got your worlds.
That's pretty rad.
It is really neat.
It's really.
I actually want to pick up a set of them to use for writing 40k campaigns.
That'd be great.
Oh yeah. Hey.
So
we're gonna do
an amazing idea. I like that.
We're gonna do some in-depth reviews on these, and you'll be able to find that on our YouTube channel coming up real soon.
Yep.
So check it out.
All right. So we're done saying thanks to Paizo right now. They're a great company, and obviously we're playing their game right now, so we love them. We love Pathfinder and Starfinder, Pathfinder 2nd Edition especially.
Yes.
So good.
But
All right, so
put goblins in Starfinder.
we're going to do a quick introduction of our party, and then I'll do a quick recap of our game, and then we will get rolling here. As is our tradition, we'll have everybody roll a d20. Low die begins the character descriptions first. I want physical descriptions, a little bit about your character, and what you are, race and class.
I got a 9.
I got a 3.
Ooh, I got a 5.
I got a 13.
Balls.
Well, it makes sense that as the party leader, you're going to lead the way with character
Oh
descriptions.
yeah, we'll go with that. Hi, I'm Bork. Not actually Bork, but I'm playing Bork. Apparently, we're in an AA meeting, and I'm an alcoholic.
Wow, it just got really real here.
I'm not making fun either. Anyway, I'm playing Bork, a goblin, who is also a bard. Primarily a bard, more so than a goblin. About 3 feet tall, blue-gray skin, outlandishly dressed in various finery.
Fake mustache.
Fake mustache. Can't forget that. What else did you want?
You're the party hero, right? You're the hero of the story.
Okay, so I don't need to say that because you said that.
Okay.
Okay. What else did you want?
That's not it.
Oh, okay. You know, it's Bork. He's kind of chaotic.
It's Bork.
All right.
Who's next? Me?
Nope. We always move clockwise around our
Clockwise.
table.
I'll go next.
Which is counterclockwise on our screen, strangely enough.
Yeah. I am Hurricane Katrina. playing Von Venetrina, a Arctic elf storm druid.
He put us on the spot.
Just
with
forget who you were there for a second. Yeah,
well,
it happens.
It was, yeah. I almost said storm elf Arctic druid because the brain with the backwards clock. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's. I'm kind of crabby sometimes. I don't know.
Cold-hearted.
No.
Everyone's just throwing the real out there
It's,
tonight.
Right.
it's to balance your gushiness.
Oh, my gushy.
Well, it's true.
Yay, my turn.
Your
Okay.
turn.
Hi, I'm Mike. I'm playing Kezakar, the ranger dwarf that has a cough. Okay, sorry about that.
Recently developed.
Recently developed cough. Yeah, I'm a little over 4.5 foot tall. Copperish hair, weathered, very weathered, tan. Not very old, just weathered. Outdoors all the time.
A little bit about him.
Oh,
Stoic all the time.
so stoic.
Oh,
Tries to be stoic.
I think that's actually
he's
in my description on my character sheet, but I
Stiff
should
upper lip.
erase it at some point.
he's
yeah.
a rock.
He tries really hard to be stoic.
Right.
And then things happen.
The
Right.
calm center of the universe.
Yeah, it turns out sensitive. Awkward. Super awkward.
So awkward.
Good. Yep. Get along with my friends. That's about it.
All right.
That's what we got.
Great dancer.
You don't get a
Great
skip back
dancer.
this time. If you're putting us on the spot, you have to explain yourself too.
Explain what?
Just introduce yourself.
I'm the GM.
There you go.
I'm
Keep
Chaos. I look like everybody.
All right. See, was that so hard? Jeez. It's like pulling teeth.
You are everybody else.
Oh, you're getting it tonight, buddy.
When does that change?
All right, and I am. My name's Matt Fellman, and I am playing Jax Mordecai and Silvari. Jax is the host. He's a tall, fit young man, dirty blonde hair, blue eyes. Looks like he's seen some hard work out in the field. Pretty happy, yet serious because now he's at war with himself, within himself, as Jax has been host to an air spirit named Silvari, and he is the magic behind Jax's sorcerer abilities that are recently developed. So,
Silvari, right?
Silvari.
Not a different name that starts with S.
No,
Okay, just checking.
Ouch.
I know you are.
What happened there?
Nothing.
Oh, it's an inside joke.
Okay.
All right, so where we left our intrepid heroes, they had been commissioned by the noble house of Miranda to travel 2 days outside of West Crown to an abandoned farmstead and check to see if some bodies had remained undisturbed throughout the years. Upon arrival, they dug up the grave and discovered that one of the bodies was in a very odd form, desiccated but not decaying really, as the other 3 bodies in the mass grave were rotted down to skeletons. And then Casmal decided to drive his pick through its head, which the chest then burst out, and some strange lamprey-like creatures that levitated and attacked came out. And one of them attached itself to Jax and started draining his blood. The
gross.
creatures were slain, but not before splattering Casmal and Jax with their vile black blood. Also, in their investigations, they had come across a spiked chain that had remained buried in the burned ruins of the barn at the farmstead. Casmal had pricked his finger on one of the spikes, but when he looked it down, there was no blood up on the blade, and he has been carrying it at his side ever since. On the way back and on the way out, they had encountered a roadside inn known as the Portal, and where we left off, the group was just re-entering the portal on their way back to West Crown.
Looking much, much worse for the wear.
I would say that episodic recaps makes the paranoia level in Chaos's games worse.
That's true.
Why did he feel like he needed to bring that up?
It highlights all your mistakes.
It's
Oh,
nice.
oh, let's not forget, on the way to the portal, they had encountered a pair of bugbears who asked for a toll, which the group gladly paid, except for Bork. who received a javelin in his leg for his talking back.
That's what you get.
Shut it.
And they also encountered the ruins of a manor that they decided to investigate and found a few bodies that had been decomposed down to skeletons.
Speaking of paranoia.
Speaking of paranoia. And I believe we're still on the 2nd of the month. We haven't quite crossed over into the 3rd yet. We're the evening of the 2nd of Kuthona, which is the equivalent of December. And so it is mild here. It's like by the time you guys are getting to the end, the temperature outside has dropped to about 60 degrees.
Ooh. T-shirt weather. So come into the inn.
So you guys go back in. You guys are just walking into the portal, and the portal is a lot like you left it yesterday. It's about half full when you come in. A totally different crowd of people here this time.
What day of the week is it?
I don't know. I haven't been tracking it, to be
Okay.
honest with you.
Okay.
What was the day?
The 2nd.
Second of what was the month?
Kuthona, the 12th month. And I believe the year's 4719.
So when you say a different crowd of people,
Because this is like a roadside inn, so there's travelers. So the people
Okay.
who were here last night, you don't see any familiar faces of the same people here, other than Whisper is playing again here tonight. And of course the barkeep is the same individual you came in. And the barmaids and the halflings, the slips that are help running the place, are also the same. You recognize faces there. But of the patrons, it is a totally new crowd. And of course, there is the large circular stone fireplace set in the middle of the common room with its multicolored flames burning. And you think for just a moment you catch a glimpse of Rascal in the flames. And yeah, that is what you come into.
Whisper playing music.
She is.
Do we still have the letter of mark?
We do.
Believe so, yeah.
Well, I'm going to treat it.
I am. Yep. Well. Did you give it back to
I
me?
gave it back.
Okay.
So I'll hobble in using the spear as some kind of like
Your
walking
javelin.
stick. Yeah, that's it.
Are we wanting to sit down and eat before we go get rooms, or?
I would like to take a bath.
I would like the
'cause
foods.
I am a mess.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was wondering.
Bath and food.
Yes.
Well,
Food then food.
Some
okay.
can do some, and some can
Yeah.
do others.
Okay, I'll go get our rooms right away, and if you want to go sit down at a table,
I
I'll
have no
them bring
problem
you some
sitting
food.
down. Thanks.
So I'll go up to the bar and wait until the bartender.
It's not very crowded, so he comes over to you. He's like, "Oh, back so soon."
Yeah, just a short jaunt. Can we get the same number of rooms?
4 rooms again,
4 rooms. Yep.
right?
And maybe a couple meals. Some of us want to get baths before we sit down to eat. But
You have your letter still?
yes, here.
Okay. He takes it and he pulls out a ledger book again and starts writing some things down. Takes him a moment and then he folds it back up and hands it back to you.
Thanks. And I tuck it back into my belt pouch there.
I'll have the accommodations met. Do you need anything else?
No, just meals and rooms, and baths come with a. Can we?
We
get
can do
bath?
baths extra for
yeah.
each room.
I look over at Bork.
Get anything?
Let's
Bath?
make it available for
I'm
all
good.
4 rooms. I don't know if Bork wants a bath, but
All right.
he needs some tending too.
Very good, milady.
Thank you.
Just nod, standing behind her.
So, and I'll go.
Well,
go
this
right.
is happening.
Would you like a round of drinks to start the evening with?
Yes, and will you bring us some of that the spicy?
The
liquor
devil's
light?
tongue?
Thank you. Yes.
Hoorah.
Somebody's got a problem.
It's good stuff. It's not a problem.
Well, while this was going on, I'll mosey around and find a table.
Yeah. Where would you like your table located? There's plenty of open tables right now.
Probably a little further away from the fireplace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Closer to Whisper playing?
No,
or-
no. I'm gonna try to avoid that for being wounded. Last thing I need to do is hobble around while I'll go fix myself in a little bit. Food first. Got to kick up the metabolism.
Need a bath first.
Well, I can help you out with that.
So
healing.
you're going to head up to your room
I
right
can
away?
do it. It's fine. Thank you, though.
Okay.
Yes.
You as well?
Yeah.
I just need to
'Kay.
eat first. Got to build up
All
the
right.
energy levels.
We'll be right back. We're gonna head up and take our baths because
Sure.
I feel
Uh,
gross.
Yes. You smell gross.
So head upstairs.
Okay. So those two head up. You two, you see Bork at a table. He's-
Yeah. Well, sorry, I already went down and sat down. With
Okay.
him.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We were
So
talking about-
and the tables here, like I said, are large. Like think almost like a picnic table
Yeah.
with
the
benches,
benches.
but you could easily sit 4 people per side.
Okay.
And yeah, you guys get there, and a moment later, a barmaid comes over and sets down a platter that has a large pitcher of some kind of dark ale.
Okay.
And there's 4 flagons already full as well on the pitcher as well, and then there's 4 shots of the devil's tongue as well.
2
Sweet.
for each of us.
And
Indeed.
and she sets it down and starts laying everything out. She's like, "Can I get you any food?
Please.
Yes.
Do you have a preference or just the house special?"
I'm good with the special, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's different
They
kinds of food here?
They didn't ask us that last time.
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
Shot.
Cheers.
It,
Yeah. Just observe the scene.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
quiet still. Like, it's just getting dark out, and this seems like the kind of place that, as night goes on, it fills up. At least it did last night. It started off kind of slow, and then as travelers are coming in, they know they can't get all the way to West Crown, so they stop here for the night.
I want to watch the fire for a while, see if our little buddy is doing anything interesting.
Yeah, he peeks out occasionally at you. I mean, you can't see him literally until he makes himself seen. He's invisible
right.
most of the time. But the small devilish face grins out at you from the fire.
Waggle my fingers at him.
He just kind of disappears again.
We don't have any food.
okay.
What?
Nothing?
What?
Nothing?
I mean,
Luxuriating
it's hard
in the
to
hot
hold his
water,
nature
or
against
just
him.
I'm
trying to
not-
scrub the grime
I
off?
wasn't saying
Scrub the
anything
grime.
about anything.
Mm-hmm.
Why
Off
do you
me
need
and
to
then
think?
stuff.
This is just my face.
Look, now it's a wash basin.
So as you scrub the dried black blood off from you, you see it leaves like a stain on your skin, like ink that's set for too long.
We didn't all get that on us, right?
No, just those
just
two.
Those two. Okay.
Maybe a luxurious soak is in order.
Yeah, I'll soak for a little bit.
Exfoliate.
Get the hard stuff.
Right.
The lava soap.
No, same with the spike chain.
Just flay off the first couple of
Right,
layers.
yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, you scrub at it, and it seems like it fades a bit.
Yeah, that's not disconcerting.
You want to roll dice?
No.
Okay.
I mean, unless that means I'm automatically failing something.
Maybe your new dice box will make you lucky.
I don't know.
That's
I rolled
true.
a 5. Already,
What kind of dice
but-
box is it? What was the symbol on it again?
Yeah. Crap.
Oh, they make that on Dicebox?
It's crap.
Huh? I can show a picture of this real quick.
Yeah,
Because these
yeah.
things are awesome. Who makes
It's
this?
not at all. It's not
Easy
at all.
Roller Dice Company.
Yes.
So Von
Not sponsored.
Venetrina got me a cool dice box thing, and there's a big symbol of Cthulhu on the front. of the poster.
That doesn't bode well.
Yeah, that doesn't bode well at all.
You miss playing in Strange Aeons, right?
Oh, when
I
you
do.
held it up, I don't think
It was so good.
it wasn't
Sup,
in your
Warpig?
camera pane.
Oh, wasn't it my camera pane?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, you held it up in the
Hold
middle,
it up
I
right
held
in
it
front
in the
of your-
like in front of your face,
Yes.
and just keep it there for the rest of the game,
Lur,
please.
lur, lur. I am the Dark Elder Star God. Lur, lur, lur.
Star God, little character change.
For you,
You still can't dance or take a tattoo.
Damn it. The weepiest Cthulhu ever.
So the question stands: would you like to make a die roll?
Uh,
Perception or medicine, whichever's higher.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
What'd you roll?
I'm
I
sorry.
roll a 2,
Don't
so that chip
use
is
your
getting
chip already.
15.
What'd you roll?
A 7.
Oh, I thought that was a 1.
Oh, no, that's a...
I was like,
yeah.
oh, snap.
You know what the DC is for level 2? 16.
Well, you didn't crit.
All right, I'm going to go with perception as I look myself over. And we're going that route. I rolled a 5, so I got 11.
Do you want to spend a chip?
Nope.
Just asking.
Spend a chip.
The chips, by the way, in our game represent hero points. So everyone was given a hero point at the start of the session. As usual, I've already acquired Mike's.
Yep. Beginning of the game, and it's always wasted.
In previous games, it was a
First
pool
die roll.
that shifted back and forth, and he always prided himself when he'd had all the chips, which happened so much.
Oh, and play Genesis, yeah, and
Yeah.
story points.
So
Mhm.
much.
Okay, so, yeah, it's a good bath.
Just soak for a
Skin
while.
stained. It's weird.
I'll open the window and have Ailish fly in, my familiar,
Okay.
and just sit and chat with him for a little while.
As
Jax.
Jax, okay.
Yeah.
You guys go back down to the common room at any point?
Yeah. Eventually we'll go back down.
So for this dice box, it's only giving me single digits.
So there's no change.
Burn it.
True.
It is cursed.
Yeah, don't blame it on me.
It's because it's not combat.
So you two are left alone down there. They bring out, like, a full-on roasted turkey. Looks like a wild turkey.
Ooh.
I love me some
A
wild
whole
turkey.
one?
And, yeah. And there's 4 people in your party.
I was say, are they
And-
treating us nicer than the other day?
One's a goblin.
Okay, well, that's nice.
And it's like seasoned with a bunch of herbs you don't recognize.
Ooh.
It's very savory.
Ooh.
And you're also, dishes of like boiled potatoes and some kind of green you don't recognize, and then another platter that's laid out with a bunch of sliced
they told
fruits.
us what the green was last time we were here.
Yeah,
Somebody did.
this is a different one.
A different one.
Yeah.
Variety.
More than one green? What?
What?
And as you look at the bowl of greens, you realize that it's actually like
Poison.
something wrapped in it. Like it's like something leafy, but there's things inside.
Like Domus?
Come on. Ah!
Because if that's the case, then those are gone quick.
Make sure we save some for the others.
I haven't made any of those.
Like one of each. One. You got to be nice.
No, they don't even need to know they were here.
Oh.
And you have a salad
I
as well.
pull 2 aside and set them on my plate.
You're only having 2?
Hmm?
You're only having 2?
No. I'm saving these. And then I eat some.
And you guys have all the alcohol to yourselves too for now. So
There's plenty of
This is
there's
gonna be
plenty
great.
more alcohol where that came
All right,
from. We
and
don't
it
have
was
to
just-
save the alcohol.
Well, you know what I'm doing.
Eating half a turkey.
That was the plan, yes.
Bones and all.
That's kind of also the plan, yes. There's a reason goblins have shark teeth.
don't let your goblins eat the turkey bones; they can choke.
No, they just mince it. It's real nice.
There's lots of nutrients.
It
So yeah,
bones.
you guys come down as like they're in mid devour and
Okay. I'll have Ailish on my shoulder and I'll send him up into the rafters when I come down. Hey, what do we got? Oh, half a turkey. That looks ravaged the other half.
I saved these for you guys.
Thank you.
Washington Skies is an American
What is that?
period drama television series.
You wanna go kill whatever that is?
Oh, I suppose.
The story
That
of
is-
America's
We getting
first
pop-ups
spy.
now?
Random talking
History of
turkey.
the Cold
right.
Boy, the conversation in this place is awkward.
Other people talking about
That's
things.
a weird.
That was really
word.
strange.
It literally just popped up with the I found this for you.
Oh, it's Cortana being awesome.
Helpful.
Sensitive.
Yeah.
Close that door
Are those-
most of the way.
So it looks like that turkey got ravaged.
Are those bite marks in the turkey?
Well,
Talking turkey.
I did try to keep him to one side of the turkey.
I stayed to one side of the turkey.
Apparently.
That's fine.
Yeah, we've got
Use
the other
the
half
knife
here.
to carve the turkey.
Do you want the leg or?
Doesn't matter.
It's a big leg. You could split it.
There's other stuff too,
I've
I
like,
been
take the
nibbling on
leg
the
and
thigh.
look at
like
you
potatoes.
Start eating it.
Potatoes.
Nom, 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 nom. Yeah. I
Half
just start
a pitcher of ale.
heartily.
Okay.
So what are you guys talking about?
Nothing.
You guys aren't having conversation?
I was eating.
Full-time job.
It occupies a lot of my focus.
I see.
How was your bath?
Good. Good. my skin is stained where that stuff was touching me, the black stuff.
Yours
I'll, like,
too, yeah.
pull up my sleeve and like
Oh,
show
it's
where
not like
some of it.
it's not like giving you a reaction or anything, is it?
I don't know.
I'm gonna look at that.
Oh yeah, I'll have her look at it.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like his skin stained.
Interesting.
Sorry, you had to see it earlier to see what he would have seen.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh no, that's okay. I'm just making sure there's not like a rash or it's not breaking out or anything.
Yeah, you can make it. You can make a medicine or a perception check. I'll give you a chance.
21.
Yeah, it looks like his skin's absorbed some of it.
Ooh. Oh man.
what?
Well, I mean, hopefully that stuff's not too toxic because it looks like it's kind of absorbed into you.
Well, that's not good.
You could cut it off.
How you feeling?
You got it on your chest too.
Fine.
So cutting it off might be a little more.
Yeah,
difficult.
I don't want to cut my chest off.
Well, if you feel fine, there's probably nothing.
I hope. Okay. Go back to eating. You got it stained on you too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
let me see. Same
Maybe.
thing.
Maybe it'll wear
Same
off.
thing.
It's okay, baby.
Oh my gosh.
She's touching me.
We've only known each other your whole life, and you're still uncomfortable.
Girl.
He's
I'm
probably
not a
all
girl.
hair from the neck down.
Nose down.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
So, we'll get a good night's sleep tonight and head back to West Crown and see what fortunes our favor.
I wonder what she'll say about the weird explodey corpse,
Leech thingies.
the leech thingies.
I would think that was more natural than really being
Those were not natural.
ground grub
No,
things.
Nope,
Nope.
not by any stretch of the word.
I don't know ground grubs that float
I'm gonna trust the Druid and the Ranger.
in the air.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, those were.
Without wings.
with a beak on the inside that revealed an eye in the middle of the beak.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
Just
were
in case you
some sort
forgot
of an
that.
abomination.
Oh, yeah.
That's
If we stumble across some random color floating around, I'm out.
Specifically if it's purple.
Everyone looks at the fireplace at that moment.
Yeah.
It's not a random color.
It's a bunch of random colors.
Dun dun dun.
I feel concerned, but that's okay. Let's just enjoy the evening.
It may be our last.
Shh. Let's not go that extreme.
You know,
you're fine. You feel fine, don't you?
Yeah.
if you get enough
feel
alcohol in your
fine?
blood, it should kill any infection, right?
Ooh, yeah. You should just
All right, drink up.
Oblivion.
I'd like to point at one of the barmaids. Excuse me, miss.
Yeah, she comes over.
Can we get 6 shots of Devil's Tongue?
Devil's tongue? Yeah.
Please. I don't want you guys to drink alone.
No, you're only talking about like just clean a little bit, or sterilize.
Yeah.
Bring me a bottle.
Oh no.
I'll sleep it
But
off.
you don't want to. You want to keep your wits about you. I mean, we are still in an unknown place.
That I'd like to forget.
So what did you do with that spiky chain?
We're going to town.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I probably have it on me.
Oh, it's hanging
I
on his
don't,
belt.
I don't
then.
feel like letting it out of my sight very
Hanging
much.
on his belt.
Okay.
Oh. What are you gonna do with that thing?
Probably turn it over to somebody when we get back to town.
Find the appropriate authorities.
Maybe you should just give it to our employer. She might reward us for it.
That's true. It's true.
Oh, look at that.
We probably should have left that in the old ground.
Mm. I don't think it. I think it needs to be put in somebody's hands that can either destroy it or whatever,
Dispose of it properly.
or guard it from being put into the wrong hands. Better than a pile of dirt can.
With a bunch of weird flying things.
Well, it wasn't in the same spot, but same area. All right, let's get this drink on. What's
Barmaid comes back over and sets the drinks down. Anything else?
Not right now. Thank you. Can I take one?
Do we all get one?
Yeah,
I'll
well,
take
they
one.
get 2 each.
Oh, okay.
That's
Two.
why I ordered 6.
Okay.
all right?
Get after
Oh,
it.
yeah, you guys
Clang.
Catch up.
All right. Yeah. Whisper stops playing. You know, she kind of like hits a break in her playing, gets up to a bit of scattered applause.
Clap.
Yeah, I'll clap.
Yay.
And she sees you guys, like she kind of like scans the room, sees you guys, and smiles, and yeah, she starts walking over.
Oh, we should get a drink for her.
Okay.
Here, she can have my second one.
Nope.
What? Where'd it go?
Sack up.
It's gone. It went. I looked at you, and then it was gone.
Put it in her work. The empty one.
Man, I don't think I've seen you move that fast ever. Anyways, hello.
Back so soon.
Yes.
Just a short trip we were taking.
Successful one, I hope.
Nothing like a
Well, we're
ramble in the
alive.
countryside.
Successful-ish. And we did the job, and now we're headed back. So,
Any grand heroics I should know about?
Pardon?
Any grand heroics I should know about?
Oh, no.
Nothing worthy of a song or tale?
paying some hobgoblins that were collecting tolls on the road. It's really thrilling heroics.
Hobgoblins.
Were they hobgoblins?
Do you know what hobgoblins look like?
Bugbears.
Bugbears. I don't know. I've only seen one or two.
There's a big difference between hobgoblins and bugbears.
Literally.
Well, when I meet a hobgoblin,
You've
I'll
seen
let
them
you.
both.
You've seen them both.
Have I?
Yes.
I have. So
Just-
but I don't care.
Slavership.
They all look the same.
Racist.
I was unconscious for most of that.
Oh no.
So, they don't look like goblins. Goblins are very
I mean-
different.
I pricked my finger on like a metal thorn. That was
Yeah.
about the worst of it for me.
I don't know. You guys did get, attacked by nasty leeches.
Yeah, there were those.
Leeches.
Yeah, it's
They
sort
were
of
really
weird.
leeches.
Floating leeches with like a beak and an eyeball, and it was weird.
The eyeball was inside the beak. It was really weird.
She like looks at all the shot glasses on the table.
We need more.
Well, you've never seen any floating leechy things with eyeballs and beaks in them? Beaks and eyeballs in them.
In her defense,
I need
I'd
another
never
drink.
seen them before either.
Well,
They have wings?
Nope.
They had like little floaty things on the side, not wings, but like fins almost.
they did?
Yeah, on the side, right?
I don't
I'm
remember
thinking-
seeing that.
I don't remember seeing that either.
Oh, I might be.
Just remember hitting one with a shovel.
Yeah. Anyways, they were gross, so
Okay. Well, I'm glad.
I don't know if you could spin that in a story for song or tale, but
Where did you find these things?
in a grave.
I mean, I maybe
were
would've
grave robbing?
left out that
No.
part.
Oh,
It's okay. At the behest of our employer, we were checking on the condition of bodies that had been buried.
Oh, okay.
yes.
We were not robbing from them. There wasn't anything there to take.
Except weird leeches. And black goo. It was not fun.
So back to West Crown to report in then.
Yes.
Nice. Well, I'm glad your trip was successful.
How about here? What's been going on? What have we missed?
It's the portal. An ongoing stream of people coming and going into West Crown.
Do you ever find yourself in West Crown?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
It's not very far.
No, but
No, but I do enjoy the ambiance of the portal.
It is a nice place.
Have you ever been to Goblin Mugs?
As a matter of fact, I have.
I
Many
thoroughly
times.
enjoyed that place myself.
You know that there is a famous hero that hailed from there.
I do actually. We were asking some questions about him. His name was Bother, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bother the Goblin.
Bother the Goblin.
Sounded pretty cool. Like he was a mighty warrior of the Goblin race.
That is my understanding. I've only met him a couple times before his demise.
You actually met him.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Wow. Well, can you regale us with an episode?
As I said, I personally only met him a couple of times, and I don't really know much of his story. But I do know some of the adventuring band that he traveled with.
Oh.
What do you know about them?
Oh, I don't know if you'd believe me if I told you what I know about them.
I don't know. We've seen some weird stuff so far, so.
His adventuring party was an odd mix. Very, very odd mix. There was a woman that traveled with them. She was air-touched. Sylph, I believe they call her. And she was the adopted sister of Lady Miranda.
Those are those clothes you're wearing. I mean, right? That sounds really good.
There was also the spawn of a vampire who traveled with.
Spawn of
We
a
hadn't heard
vampire?
that.
How
That's
do you
pretty
get the
cool.
Spawn of a vampire?
Yeah, I didn't know they could have children.
His, as far as I can understand, his mother was a living mortal, but his father was a vampire, and so his blood was cursed. She was elven, somewhat like yourself. His name was Edric, and last I heard, he's retired to Absalom.
Interesting.
What did you say about his mother?
She was elven,
So he's a half.
elf, half vampire.
That's
It makes a certain type of sense, though, if you think about it, that a vampire would fall in love with an elf since they're so long-lived. More match their unnatural span.
Well, I've
Rumors tell that his father still, I can't say lives necessarily, still exists
It's ambulatory.
somewhere north of the capital.
Great.
Interesting.
Who else? Oh, there was an oracle of Callistria who traveled with them as well.
What was the name of that oracle, or of that priestess of Callistria that we
Is
met?
that the place
Soda?
we went with all the people that were
and the bees.
Yeah.
sporting,
Yes.
quote unquote, and wasps?
Wasp, yes, not bees.
Soda, I believe, was her name.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
soda.
You just whitewash
soda-
everything. You're like, oh, it's not goblins or hobgoblins or bugbears. It's not bees or wasps. There's definitive
they
separations
buzz, I
between all these things.
Listen.
Isoda is the high priestess of the temple.
See?
And Kosh was
Don't sweep this under the rug, man.
Not been racist for you.
her mentee, I think is a way to put it.
Oh.
Wait, Kosh is the name of Arbogast's daughter, right? And
Yes, Arbogast was one of their group as well, before
that
he
makes
lost
sense.
his magic.
Must have named his daughter after
her.
His friend.
his friend.
Kosh is also deceased, unfortunately.
Well, that would
Aw.
probably be why.
As was Bother, as was is he the last of their group? Save the best for last, of course. You want to keep your listeners engaged. Adonis Thrun of the thrice cursed house of Thrun. He was second in line to the throne.
And he was hanging out with a goblin. Fantastic.
Yes,
Pretty cool.
yes.
This is the
He was, for a short period of time, the head of a mercenary company known as the Shining Griffins. And led a near revolt here within the city. And to go against the queen.
Doesn't sound like that's very smart.
Adonis had many positive attributes. Being smart is not one I would attribute to him, however.
Poor guy.
Lady Miranda, though, was a frequent patron of the group.
Oh.
And as I said, her sister, Solana, was slain at sea, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
We'd heard
The
something about
pirates?
that.
Yeah.
Pirates?
No, by the fell creature that raised the spawn of Rovagug
We did hear about that.
in Osirian.
What kind of creature would do that?
It's a Rakshasa.
Ooh, okay. This sounds
I don't even know what that is.
very
What
bit-
is that?
sounds exotic.
Sounds really.
It's a very
exotic.
evil immortal.
Oh.
And it had acquired a very evil book that had amplified its power greatly. But
Backwards.
it's been slain now. There were others in the group that go in and out, but none who remain here in Westcrown at this juncture.
Was there ever a song composed about this heroic band?
Can't picture it.
I've tried to write a song for it, but it's just never come together yet. I'm still working on it, though.
Well, love to hear it when you're finished.
Backwards hands.
So, wow, that seems like they had quite the interesting group. We've got an interesting group ourselves.
I think so. I see the potential for greatness here.
Oh, well, I mean, maybe.
Ooh. She's looking down at your belt.
What?
It's an interesting choice of weapon.
Oh, this. Yes, that's... I didn't pick that. We actually found that. I was going to return it to somebody else so they could take care of it.
I'd keep that hidden in Westcrown if I were you.
Really?
Why?
So, a few years ago, there was a killer wandering the streets of Westcrown, murdering people with alarming frequency. And that was the weapon of choice.
A spiked chain?
Oh.
Yes.
Or that one specifically.
I don't know.
Okay. I was just asking.
But a spiked chain. There, at the time, there was several of the Velstark in the city as well, who wield such weapons, and we believed he was a disciple of them.
Oh.
But
Velstark?
the Velstark, more commonly known as chitons.
Okay.
Those are demons or devils?
Neither.
Oh.
Neither. They're their own thing. They predate the devils.
Really?
They do.
That's pretty old.
Wow.
This killer was a descendant of them?
A follower.
Oh.
We should probably make sure. Maybe we should put it away right now, then, before someone goes to thinking that we're something we're not.
Put a sack over it or something?
Yeah, stick it in his
There was
Yes.
also a group, a political movement, you could say, in West Crown that is associated with that weapon as well. That they're not remembered very fondly in town.
Oh.
So between those two
In a
things,
Stuffing
sack.
away,
It goes right.
yeah.
Yeah, it's going in a bag. I'll keep it on my belt, but it's going in a bag.
You should probably stash it in the room.
I mean, it's probably better on his person, but
That's what I think.
I don't.
I think you should just throw it in the backyard and be done with it.
Some little kid can pick it up and
it's
start.
just a weapon.
A weapon that, we found.
But it's not really something you want to be associated with, is what I'm getting at. So, like, people that come here from West Crown and can make that association.
So it's going in a bag.
Now, is the point I'm
That's
trying to
what
make.
you
He did.
said.
He
Yeah.
threw it in a bag.
All right. Stash it. in
You're
the
so
room or something?
intense right now. Have another drink.
I don't.
No, I'm good.
So, well, that's been a wealth of knowledge. What?
Thank you for that,
Yes.
by the way.
Oh, that's what I'm here for, to tell stories and entertain. And educate.
Ooh.
Well, I've learned today.
It certainly shed a lot of light on our employer and
Oh, you're working for House Miranda.
yeah. That's how we came to hear of some of these exploits.
Well, please, if you would do me the honor then, when you return to your employer, give Lysandra my regards.
Okay. The lady with the red hair.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, we can tell her.
I'm going to go freshen up and get ready for my next set.
Well, we look forward to it.
Break a leg.
Thank you. She gets up and heads to, like, the private bar area.
What?
So, I don't know. I don't really know if our employer wanted people to know that we were being employed by her.
Well, she didn't tell us not to.
I'm just saying, I didn't know. Thus, it's probably a little bit better to keep that on the hush-hush.
Oh, well, I figured she would have told us if she didn't want us to.
No.
If it was all on the secret, on the sly. She
I understand that. I'm just saying, going forward, let's try not to just...
Discretion is usually something that...
That was the word I was looking for. Discretion. Do that.
Okay. I can do that.
Excuse me, I also must go freshen up. I head off to my room.
Can Bork actually freshen up?
You
head up to your room?
Yeah,
There's like a tub in there with, like, kind of lukewarm water in it now.
that's fine. Lukewarm is fine.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He can wash his mustache.
I'll get a quick bath and clean the wound. And then heal the wound.
Okay.
I want to order another one of them pickle plates.
Okay.
While Bork's gone.
You know, and we saved you Dolmas too.
We'll probably order some.
We-
The other half of the turkey.
Just let me
that
have this.
was devoured.
Well, there's enough left that you guys have plenty of food.
Okay.
Yeah. Cheers.
Yummy.
Sooth, that's what it
Need to get a picture of all the food next time, and then, like, put it under the other little camera, and, like, before it goes to you, we go to battle mode.
Right.
is.
Cue battle music.
We'll just have, like, pictures of hands. And
All right. So, yeah, you go get cleaned up.
yeah.
You're just kind of enjoying the meal and the atmosphere. I mean, it starts to fill up at this point.
Just look around and look at all the new people coming in and see if anybody looks interesting.
Mostly like the merchant and their guards are what you're seeing coming through here. Nobody that really stands out too much. And then you have the barmaids getting more busy, and they bring plates and drinks and whatnot out. And then you see halflings going around and retrieving and cleaning, and it seems like a pretty well organized and well, like a group that works together very well.
Excellent.
Eat, drink, be merry.
Yeah. Whisper comes back, plays for a bit more. Some more lively songs on her violin.
Well,
I don't dance.
you should absolutely dance.
I'll go to bed.
Wha-
First.
Why would you not want to dance? After last time, you can only go.
I think people were injured last time.
You can only get better from here.
Drinks were injured. I'll come back down after about 20 minutes.
Or worse. They could get worse.
You cannot get much worse than you did last time.
I could prove it,
I would like to see that.
but I'm not gonna.
Oh, come on. Touch his arm. Make him go out and dance, please.
What
It
did I
doesn't
just
work
walk
like
into?
that.
He gets all bashful and wants to show off for you. I think it'll work out very well.
I think you misread that.
Oh, no. I've seen how you two interact. It's quite interesting.
But by touching his arm does not make him go dance, and he's been embarrassed by dancing, so he's not going to go do it now.
Look, I saved you some pickles.
But if he wants to impress you, you could take him out and dance.
I really don't want to embarrass him anymore.
She knows I dance that bad.
I
I know I dance that bad.
But I
Are
mean,
you trying to embarrass him, or?
okay.
Maybe a
Yes.
little.
So I mean, honestly, you can't do worse than you did
Oh, I could.
last time.
Oh, I could.
That's what I've been trying to tell him.
No, you can't.
He
No,
can
oh,
only go
yeah.
up.
Yeah,
it's
no.
true. You know, you've hit rock bottom.
You think. Everybody always thinks that's bottom. There's always more bottom.
What'd you roll last time? A 1?
Nope.
So it can get worse.
Yes. Well, I did modified, but not natural. So that kind of stew in you there for a little bit.
You should. I am morbidly fascinated to see him dancing.
I would love to see your exquisite technique.
I know you guys would just love to. No.
And I even showed you how to do it afterwards.
That's true. You want to take Bork's lessons into effect and see if that'll help you.
I didn't watch.
That's not my fault. You should have paid attention.
Nope.
I throw a pickle at him.
Fish it out of his beard. Von Venetrino, won't you take him out and show him how to dance properly?
I will not.
I implore
Would you like to go out and dance?
Oh!
I would absolutely like to go out and dance.
Then why don't you
Let's
take
go
him out to
dance.
dance?
I will. Will you go out to dance with me?
Oh,
What am I supposed to do to that?
Look at him, he's brokenhearted.
Now also,
I am-
To
I am-
embarrass him also.
I feel it in this body.
in your chivalry, yeah.
Yes.
Sure, in that organ.
Come,
No.
let us dance.
All three of you are heartless, evil bastards.
Would it help if I got you a set of castanets?
What are those?
The finger.
Or the stuff that makes you mortals woozy. The
Oh,
alcohol
no,
stuff.
he's had a bit of that. So
I would need more.
More.
Well,
Then
we-
let's signal. Waitress lady,
by all means, sir.
bring some more of that liquid courage over, please.
That's not how that works.
She looks over. She's like, devil's tongue or just more ale?
Yes.
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 Both. Okay.
I could have predicted that answer.
Should have predicted that answer.
Comes back, sets down another full pitcher
Excellent.
and 4 more shot glasses.
Excellent.
I push all 4 over towards you.
You know, before we leave this area, we need to buy a couple bottles of this stuff.
Yes. If for no other reason than medicinal purposes.
What about memorabilia for our employer?
Yes. The healer in me says yes.
See?
Let us put that on
I mean,
that writ ring.
that
I fail to see how that's a gift for our employer. If
No.
it's-
Memorabilia. You know, like kind of like a.
well, we got this
what's the word I'm
originally at
looking
Goblin Mugs.
Here, drink those.
for? Okay.
It exists in the city. We don't need to get some here and take it back to her.
Yes.
She can just get some in the city for herself.
I wasn't saying for her. For us to remember her by.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
Yeah. Yes.
I see.
It's so spicy.
You ready to dance now?
Nope.
Come on, let's go.
How about now? How about now?
You gotta give it a second.
How about now?
I'll get up and go dance.
All right.
He is showing you up.
Well,
We'll see if he shows him up or not.
Yeah,
It's a
see.
performance roll.
My
As long
dice.
as he doesn't get the
Poor
food.
whispers, like
15,
walk
16,
away.
17, 18.
No, he does good.
It's like this very almost breezy, kind of like anything you've seen in Avatar, The Last Airbender, you know, where he's...
Doing the Fire Nation dance.
No, the air dance.
Oh.
Because air spirit.
Yeah, he does really good.
You know what my problem is I'm a different element. And it's more like rock and roll.
Bring
little
that
before
rock and
my
roll
time,
out
yeah,
here.
right.
I'm like waving you out. Come on, Kaz.
Eventually I will. Probably after that 4th shot goes down.
Okay.
And a couple of ales.
You guys are just watching him drink.
Oh, yeah. Intently.
Make a fortitude save.
22.
Okay. Alcohol's not
I'm also resistant to poison and reduced to level.
fair enough. So you're doing pretty good.
Well, might be a bit.
Now, let's see if you can roll that good when you dance.
I
no,
wanted to
it
get that out
won't
of his
happen.
system right now. See?
Right, yeah. he wants to see the double digits a little bit.
There goes the
before.
double digits.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, you get your fourth drink in you, and out you go. Finally, at the goading of your friends.
Just to satisfy their peer pressure. Don't succumb to peer pressure. It's bad for you.
When have we ever led you astray?
Ooh, is that a 17?
It is. Which means I get a 16.
which just barely makes it.
Right?
That's how high it is to dance?
The DC by level is 16 to accomplish it.
To dance well.
To dance well.
Jeez.
He does. He dances well. Apparently, he took in more of Bork's lessons than everybody thought yesterday.
See?
Or-
I'm an excellent teacher.
Like a drunken master.
Or enough devil's tongue to make it okay.
Yep.
Loosen me up a little.
I'm nodding. You're doing well.
You're kind of surprised. You're doing well.
Right?
There's no casualties this
I
time.
remember where the tables are and the people.
I told you, my friend, you can only go up from the bottom.
But you're not dancing yet, are you?
No.
That's why.
Well, that being said, you should go dance too.
But he's doing so well.
I know. This will be hilarious.
Oh.
Savari's looking over.
Only if a really good song comes on.
Well, prompt the GM like that. A really good song comes on.
Plot armor.
Everybody
she sees
suffer.
the two Varisians out there, so she plays a Varisian tune.
Oh, see,
Oh,
this was your
shucks.
favorite.
Something from the old country.
Are you going to come out with me?
I absolutely will.
Okay, let's go. What am I adding to that?
Yeah.
Performance.
Performance.
21.
So it's just 16.
You guys are all doing great.
Wow.
Bork,
So
as
better.
was last time, is the best dancer of the group, however.
It's because I got short legs.
Freaking Bork and his dice rolls.
It's easy to move them.
He's also the one trained in performance. He's a bard.
That's true. That's true. 8.
Yeah.
Not trained.
I rolled a 13.
So yeah, you guys, and because it's a whole different group of people who didn't see your folly last time,
They were whisper.
you know,
Yeah,
When-
but she's getting
when,
a kick out of this.
when the
probably.
song ends, you guys get kind of a round of applause as well.
I bow gracefully. Hat off.
I go sit down. I'm like, oh God, he's bowing.
You did so good. See?
Yep.
I taught you right.
Still awkward.
You did very well. Oh. Oh, there it. I see the energy. I literally see the energy transfer. And then it's amazing. It's like fireworks that go off in that young man.
Look, pickles.
Pickles are delicious.
Pickles are delicious.
So, sit down and lean
So
back.
is this turkey.
It was, yes.
While you guys are gone, like you come back to your table, and it looks like the scraps of the bird have been picked through.
Excellent.
Oh. That little bugger.
Did he leave the gizzard?
So it's
Did he leave the pickles?
Yeah,
Okay.
he only really ate meat last time.
I
He's
assumed. And a potato. And pickle.
and just like the scraps, it's like the kind of like the scraps of meat around the bird, you know. But like
Ribs.
you come back and it's like picked clean.
Nice. Well, that's good. That's good. You got something.
Well, I'm sure it helps with, you know.
I wonder if they have any
refuge, too.
pastries. Anything sweet. I'm gonna ask for something sweet when the
Yeah,
bar wench comes back around.
ask for a sweet pastry.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
I thought they had fruit, too, with the dinner.
there was.
Okay. Here you go.
Comes back and she brings you these just, you know, large triangle pastries that look just like layers and layers and layers of thin pastry all stacked together, and it's just glistening with like honey and
confectioner's sugar.
Some baklava.
Baklava.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get me in the Greek every time.
Welcome to this part of the world.
It is the
Dude.
Mediterranean area.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what are
Some-
these
some
things?
really large baklava
Ooh,
pieces.
I've
are-
heard of this.
Licking it off my fingers. It's delicious.
Eat it.
Eating is such a weird concept.
What do you eat where you come from? You don't eat
The air.
these?
Fairy birds.
I'm a spirit. I don't eat.
You don't need any sustenance?
No. Just
I mean,
the sustenance of freedom. Flying through the air. Enjoying the wind and just endless clouds.
see,
as far
that was
as
me
you can
trying
see.
to be nice.
What? I was being nice. Am I not nice? I'm being nice. We danced.
You're so good at ruining moments.
No, just the endless sea of clouds, the lights of the setting sun.
You eat these things.
No, it sustains me,
Oh, okay. Okay.
but it's a weird thing. But this tastes pleasant. So, unfortunately, Jax has already eaten a wagon load of food, so
It's a small wagon.
seems like a wagon in my stomach, his stomach, our stomach.
You're gonna miss this when you're gone.
I assure you I will not. But I think I would miss your company. I would certainly miss razzing this young dwarf.
I feel like I need to write something down.
I think that is the nicest thing that he has said.
I think he just said he's your friend.
Oh, he did.
You gonna cry about this? I mean,
I might later.
okay.
You
Good
danced
He's
very
gonna
well.
hug the pillow.
Good for you for out here. You know what? Just-
So bad.
I'll just reach out and pat your hand. There. See, it's a different energy when I touch him.
Well, let's not experiment.
What's going on up on the stage? 'Cause this has just gotten really weird for me.
Everybody's just stopped and looking at your table.
Yeah, like, we're all just like,
No, it's she's playing. Just
okay.
gone something a little more mellow.
Excellent.
She goes back and forth between like kind of getting the crowd not quite riled up and,
And
then
then-
bringing them back down and then
excellent.
keeping them at that.
The undulation of emotions.
Mm-hmm. And she's really good at it.
I just keep noticing that while this, whatever this is going on.
Yeah, the night kind of passes pleasantly.
Is the wishbone still in the turkey?
Yeah. It's still kind of wet, but yeah.
Put it by the fire.
I'm gonna say pull it out, let it dry out.
Okay.
What, are you saving that bone for later?
Maybe.
It's kind of a special bone in dwarf tradition.
And humans, actually.
It's a
and
bone.
humans.
It's a bone like any other in there.
It's called the wishbone.
Mm-hmm.
You know it doesn't actually grant wishes, right?
You know what a
Yeah, right.
superstition is, right?
Right.
No.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to try to explain it.
So when it dries out, I pick it up and hold the other end out towards the fire.
Okay. You feel a tug on the other end.
I pull.
Okay. Roll d20.
I think something bad's about to happen.
Yeah, 7.
So did I.
Oh.
So this is what happens, and I've seen this happen in real life once. You pull and you feel the pulling on the other side as Rascal pulls on the side, and you hear a snap as both sides of the wishbone break off, and the middle just shoots right up into the air.
I think that's a bad thing.
Interesting.
And then it comes landing down.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. I'm like,
Means I got part of a bone. You hear chewing inside the fire.
I certainly don't know
now
what
mine
it
is
means.
longer. The wish is mine.
What an interesting ritual.
It really is.
Now I get to say I've done it with the devil. And I go sit down.
Been bad to lose to a devil.
Probably.
Well, this has been a fantastic long day.
An eventful day.
Eventful, indeed. And I think I'm ready to retire. Thank you for encouraging me to dance. You guys have a great night.
Indeed.
I think I have a cold bath waiting for me.
You say that as like one of the waitresses is walking by, one of the barmaids. She's like, "Oh, if you need the bath warmed up, let us know and we'll send someone to your room."
Oh, that's very kind. Don't trouble yourself, though. I'm used to bathing in rivers.
It's no extra charge.
It's not the charge, it's the trouble. But thank you. And I just go up to my room
All right.
and I take a cold bath
All right.
and
Well-
go to bed.
Gentlemen, are we retiring as well?
Not yet.
Are you going to play?
Not yet.
Alrighty. Well, then I look forward to seeing how this plays out.
Well, I'm not just going to go up there and be like, all right, out of the way, I'm playing now. That's not how it works. You know? Again, don't usurp another bard's territory.
Well, I figured when she was done, I didn't think you'd go up and shove her off the stage.
It'd be kind of difficult. She's a lot taller than I am. No, I want to go over here and look at this fire for a minute. Scoot close to the fire.
Okay.
I just stare at it for a minute. Do I see anything different, or
Just the colors just kind of flow through the colors of the rainbow.
okay? I pick up that errant chunk of wishbone that had landed on the ground, and I like kind of hold it out.
Okay. It's fire.
I know. I'm not like in the fire. I'm
Yeah.
just like holding it out so what's his face can grab it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Here you go, buddy.
Yeah, he comes over. You feel he's still invisible, but you feel
That's
the
fine.
tug.
I got a question.
He appears.
Are you here of your own free will in the fire?
Yeah,
Okay.
this is my home.
Okay. I wasn't sure if like a deal was made or.
Do you want to make a deal?
I don't. I was asking if you had made a deal, or two.
I've made a lot of deals.
I meant specifically.
What kind of deal do you want to make?
I don't want to make a deal.
Are you sure?
No. But not right now.
Okay.
Okay.
You think about what you want.
I will.
I have friends in low, low places.
I can only imagine.
All I can think of that's going through Bork's head right now is pickles. Sweet pickle.
No, it's
Relish.
sweet, sweet vengeance.
Sweet vengeance. Does that come in a briny sauce?
It could. I'm starting to get more ideas about that sweet vengeance. So how long have you been in the fire?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, would you like some hand?
And you enjoy it here?
It's warm.
It's fire.
Did you want this?
No.
Well, if you ever want to go out and see the world, I have an ever-burning torch that you could hang out in.
No, I like my home.
Okay. Well, the offer stands.
I meet lots of people here.
I imagine.
Some like to make deals.
I imagine. I think I'm going to go to bed now. I turn around and I walk upstairs and go to bed.
We see him just walk. Oh. I wonder what was said over there. Well, it's just you and I then. So tell me, what do you hope to gain from this relationship?
What relationship?
The the group of us.
Oh. Gain. Friendship. Camaraderie. That's it?
I'm just curious,
Why do you ask?
because I'm curious.
Yeah. That's it?
Yes. So do you like Von Venetrina?
I like everybody.
The way you mortals do.
Oh.
Do you have a fancy for her? Fancy? Yes.
She's pretty, sure, yes.
Okay. Well then, you should make your intentions known.
Intentions.
You don't know how long you'll be on this plane.
Probably not as long as her, but
No, but
Quite a
life
while.
of mortals is short, so don't waste it, is what I'm saying. Do you understand?
I do.
Okay.
I'm thinking about those things lately anyway.
We have come up against a lot of things that endanger that a lot more than
It's usually not the part that makes me think about it.
what makes you think of it.
We just usually when we see things that remind me that I haven't partaken.
The loss of your relatives?
Well, that, yeah. Usually not lost. It's always been a harder life out in the wilderness, but so usually the harder things don't remind me of missing out on the good things. But seeing the good things and not doing anything about them, that's what reminds me. See everybody dance, like I said at the table, for instance.
But now you've danced yourself, and rather well.
For once. Yeah,
And if you practice, you can get better at it.
so I hear. You say like anything.
Your, what was it, grandfather? Father.
My father?
The one that was part of the Storm Chasers originally. I can't remember his name. What was his name?
Sure. Can't remember your own father's name.
I got my dog's name written down.
Cormac.
Yes. Cormac.
He was stoic as well.
Yes, he was.
What was he like when you were growing up?
Let's say protective. You know, he didn't like the ideas of me learning weapons and stuff like that. He wanted me to be a farm dwarf.
That's much like Jax's experience for growing up.
So I learned the woodlands and everything to kind of get away from that and became a woodsman.
Interesting. He was rather protective in the group as well.
Yeah.
A decent fellow.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry for his passing.
It does come as part of the natural cycle, and everybody's had passing in their families now.
I want you to know that it was not my intention to betray them.
I assume you had your reasons.
There were other forces at work.
They seem to have seen fit to give you another chance in entrusting you with us.
Well, I don't think they had a choice
There was always a choice.
due to Jax's
If they felt
fumbling of the finding an object in the ground, and it's best to let things in the ground lie. if you understand my meaning.
I think if they would have felt threatened enough, they may have taken one of us to save the others.
The good of the many outweigh the good of the few.
Sometimes.
Interesting. It's possible.
Oftentimes, when you, like mice, for instance, in the wild will consume one and that is sick so it doesn't get the rest of them sick. They purge their own.
Horrifying. Well, I haven't had to worry about that until now, but here I am. So, I only wish I could remember everything. But
They may come to you. They may not.
we'll see. At any rate, perhaps it's time for bed.
Probably.
And he gets up and heads upstairs. Ailish flies after him.
Okay. It's the same.
Yeah. Nope. I stay awake all night. Now I want to see that look.
I would like you to make a will save for me, please.
Oh, sure. Sure, you betcha.
Bet you wish you had that hero point.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. A will?
Yep.
18?
Okay. So when you get up to your room, you go to unlock your door, and like you've been in here already, and it stuck a little bit the first time, but like it kind of sticks a little worse this time, and you kind of like turn and like give it that nice nudge, and when you do, you feel the spike chain in the bag stick through and hit your leg, and it's just like that sharp, oh, I forgot that was there kind of thing. But then, yeah, you get into the room, and the door swings open with that hit, and
It's like,
yep, and you get a chance to kind of peek at the injury, and it's like you can feel where it hit, and it's sore, but there's no blood.
okay. No blood on the cloth, no blood on
Right.
the bag, nothing.
I'm so happy you finally failed that. So happy.
That was higher than level 2.
Yes, some DCs are not set to your level. Yeah, you guys go to sleep.
Yay.
And I apologize right now to Bork and Von Venetrina. But the next scene doesn't have you guys in it just yet. So
That's fine.
they're like, no, we're good. We're good.
Super good.
So,
Revenge Wellington.
Jax. And I'm talking to Jax.
Okay.
You wake up. You remember going to bed. You remember Sylvari kind of being in control.
Mm-hmm.
You remember going to bed, and you remember laying your head on the pillow, and then suddenly you just jerk wide awake. All of a sudden, full control, and for the first time in some number of days now, there's no whispering voice of Sylvari.
What do you think this... Are you alright? Hello?
You also have no connection with Ailish.
Is he in the room?
You are not in your room.
Where?
Now that you look around, you're in a room, but you are not in your room. You are in just a small, plain stone chamber. Ceiling, floor, walls all look like cut stone, not brickwork at all. And there is a small misshapen door leading out.
Am I in a bed?
You're not. You're on the floor.
Oh.
And as you look around, you swear he wasn't there a second ago. Kazmal, you wake up.
Oops.
And you are in this same room looking over at Jax.
Yes.
What room?
And both of you are wearing whatever you wore to bed in the inn.
I was really trying to not pay attention so that I wasn't interfering with his dream. What room am I in?
Small stone room
'Kay.
on all sides. A misshapen door, like kind of Beetlejuice style. Like one side kind of goes out and then angles up and then comes down.
Yes.
And it's all just this kind of nondescript green-gray stone that you don't really recognize.
What's going on?
Despite the
Jax?
fact that there's no light in the room, you can see as if it's very dim light.
Where the hell are we?
I don't know, but this isn't the inn.
No. And I don't hear Savari. We're always in constant communication with each other. He's not talking to me, and I can't feel Ailish, so...
How am I dressed?
What'd you go to sleep in?
Just a
Clothes.
Shirt.
Maybe.
Night shirt.
So he's-
my sweater.
So he is in a nightshirt. What are you dressed in?
just breeches.
Okay.
No shirt.
Okay.
Would I get up? Start, like, feeling the stones. Where are we? This is weird.
They're chilly. Very chilly.
It's cold. Damn cold. We should check the door. Let's see if we're locked in. Have we been taken? I go to open the door.
It opens. Looking out into a street, there's buildings on the other side that look like the same green-gray stone. The kind of cobblestone as well is the same material, but slightly more green.
Why is everything green?
I don't know. I'll inspect the stone a little more closely to see like if it's a mineral base or it's like a moss or...
Okay. It looks like it's part of the stone. It's part of the mineral base of it. As the stone that the cobblestones are made out of has a slight quartz looked like sprinkled in with it, so there's like little glittering crystals throughout it. And as you kind of like go out and look at it, like the street like extends either direction, and the buildings there's no. It's like a continuous building. There's no break.
It's like no alleys or anything.
Right, and you don't see doors on any of them either. You see windows for like third and fourth stories, and they're tall buildings. And as you look up, I'm gonna have you make a nature roll.
I'm trained in nature as well.
You can make it as well.
25.
Okay.
20.
Those aren't your stars. Like, you don't recognize any constellations.
What is happening? I'll look down at
And
Kaz.
there is a very full moon in the sky that's it's much bigger than Galarian's moon.
I'll look down at Kaz and punch him in the shoulder.
Which one?
Your right one.
It's the tattooed one. I mean,
The left one's tattooed.
oh, the left one's tattooed. Okay.
Do I like physically make contact? And
Yeah.
Did you feel that?
Yeah.
Are we dreaming?
I don't know.
Am
Where-
I dreaming about you?
Well,
Or are you dreaming about me?
I think we're in a dream together.
That doesn't happen.
Why would we dream about a different... I don't know, world?
So as you're there, like, you noticed on the road to your left, like a mist starting to form.
What is that?
I don't know. There's no doors.
You look back and the room you came out of is gone. There's no door.
Let's hustle down the street.
To or from the mist?
From two.
To?
Away from?
From?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, like,
Gathering
you start
mist.
walking away from it. Like, if you glance back occasionally, like, it's the same distance from you as when you first noticed it. Like, it doesn't seem to be catching up, but it's still there every time you look, and it's rolling like it's moving towards you.
Let's hustle faster. I'm looking for like any other doors or windows or.
There's windows, but they're like third and fourth story up.
Oh. Are there lights in the windows?
No.
Hey! Anybody up there? As we're like hustling down the street.
So when you say that, I'll have you both make a perception roll.
12.
I have no idea what number that was, so I'll just re-roll. It was a good number, too. I think that's the same number, which is good. So 24.
Yes, there appears to be some cloaked figure, like hooded cloaked figure, like pacing along the rooftop at the same speed you're going.
Is anybody up there? I'm like looking
There is.
the opposite. What?
There is.
Who?
Just right up to our right.
I'll look over.
So when you say that, like the figure stops and crouches down, it's just a black silhouette, like hood pulled really low. You should probably get off the street. Don't let the mist catch you.
How do we do that?
Use a door. And you like look over and there's a door on the.
Convenient. Open the door.
You go over and open the door.
Yeah.
You head over there. You hear the figure like drop onto the cobblestones, like jump down the 4 stories and just like land, superhero landing. And
Turn and look.
Move into the door.
he looks like you get the feeling he's looking at you. You don't really see his face. It's like, I'm not joking. He points over and the mist is covered like half the distance.
Move in to the doorway.
Go in. Is he coming in with us?
Yeah, comes in behind, closes the door behind you.
All right, what's going on?
Shh. Wait. You hear footsteps outside. Like on the cobblestones. It sounds heavy. Like something really big moving.
Waiting. There's no windows in here, right?
No.
Listening to the
You-
footsteps.
You hear him like walk over where your door is and stop.
I'll move back against the far wall.
You just see his hand in front of the hood. And then footsteps begin again, moving away, continuing down the road. It's never good to interrupt the king.
The king of what? Of where?
The who?
It's been a long time since I've had visitors here.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Where do you come from? What world?
Golarian?
Oh, good.
Where are we?
You're dreaming.
And?
That's where you are,
So we're in the dream world?
in a way.
But we're dreaming together?
Yeah, that's weird. Whose dream is it?
It's both of yours.
Together?
And mine.
So who are you? What's your name?
My name's Mel Morbius.
Okay.
You have something of mine. I can smell it on you.
I look you over. You got something?
They got my shirt.
So as you like do that, you like look down, and like just the strings are tied to the end of your nightshirt is the bag. And you feel the weight of the whip on it.
Told you shouldn't touch that.
I didn't want to give it to anybody else.
I didn't touch it. Why am I here?
I don't know.
Why am I here?
You're here for the same reason I was brought here originally. The king sent for you.
Well, King of Dreams?
No. So, unless you wish some ill deed to fall upon you, I need you to do something for me.
What's that?
I need you to return my weapon to me.
Right here?
No.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whisper said that the murderer in West Crown carried a spike chain whip. Is that you?
It very much was me, yes.
I knew it.
Who were you killing?
My family.
Why?
It was cutting out the weakness of my life.
You also killed other people too, or not killed, but like
Oh, yes.
hurt people.
Cutting out the weakness in their lives, too.
Okay.
To make them stronger.
I'm like,
But that road is done now. And I just wish peace.
So shuffle off.
There are things unfinished.
Like what?
You're dead, aren't you?
I'm here, as
Well.
real as you.
No, we're just dreaming. We'll wake up and
Will you?
this will all be a thing, a nightmare.
Who's the king?
You don't wish to meet the king.
Well,
If
he
you meet
apparently
him,
wishes
you'll
to-
never leave his realm.
He wants to meet us. I'm not saying I want to meet him,
Oh,
but who is he?
he wants a way into your world. That's why he wants to meet you.
What's he the king of? Dream world?
Whatever you want to call it. Entropy.
Is that why you're here? Because he met you?
No. No. I'm of no use to him. I'm excited to see other Galarians here. This is truly a treat for me. And one who's carrying my chain. Providence. Must be Providence that brought us together.
Yeah, sure.
So,
You must be near West Crown if you have my chain.
Maybe. I mean, I'm sure you know where you lost it.
I do. My body is buried in West Crown.
Okay.
Seek House Miranda. They can tell you where it is.
What happens when I give you back your chain?
Maybe I can finally find peace.
or maybe you come back to life.
Why would I want to do that? Life is so droll.
I don't know. I'm not sure how to answer that.
Or keep it and use it.
No.
No?
No.
I don't think that sounds good. All right.
I can teach you.
I already know actually how to use it, I think.
Not like I do. And he pulls his hood back finally. And you see he was like once probably a very handsome man, but he's staring at you with gaping holes where his eyes were. And there is just like dried blood and fluid down his cheeks and down his chin. And you guys both wake up.
No! What the hell was that?
Is it still hanging on me?
No.
Okay.
No, it's where you left it.
I hop out of bed.
Halfway between the table and the bed on the floor.
It's getting closer to you.
I hate that thing.
I hop out of bed. Savar, are you there?
He's back.
Yes. Okay. It was a weird dream. Hang on. I go next door and knock on your door.
It's like both the doors are probably open.
Yeah. Did you?
Yep.
Did we?
Yep.
Do you have the...
Yep. Well, it's over there.
Did you put it there?
I didn't. I put it on the table. That always happens, though.
I told you. You should have left that in the ground.
Probably right. But nobody else heard me say that.
Okay. Oh my god. That was weird and creepy. Didn't somebody say that Lady Miranda had been a victim of his as well? Or no?
I don't think so. I'm sure we'll get a good amount of information about him when we get back.
I'm trying to sort between that. My knowledge and the knowledge that I've discovered as the character.
Her sister was, you heard.
Yes. Yes, her sister was a victim. I don't know if we should bring that up to her. I can't imagine that would be a good thing.
Why would he tell us to ask them, though?
Because he's a psychopath murderer?
Fair point.
Wow, judgy much, guys.
Well, we did hear about him. He did sound creepy, and then he took his hood down. And that was just as creepy. Okay. What time is it?
It's middle of the night.
Oh, jeez. I don't want to go back to sleep.
Is the bar 24 hours?
Yeah.
I'm going to get dressed.
Throw a shirt on, head down. Let's get a drink.
Drink and midnight snacks, yes.
Yes.
You guys go down there, and it's the same older bartender. It's mostly emptied in here. It looks like he's closing kind of the place down. So what can I get you, gents?
Just a night snack and a nightcap.
Yeah. Let me see what I can dig up out of the kitchen.
Okay, thanks.
Here, why don't you boys just follow me?
Oh, all right.
Go follow it.
Okay. You guys follow him up. Kitchen door, come out. There's kind of like a moment shimmer, and you're back on the street. With the same gray-green buildings.
Did we not wake up?
And you look up, and that full moon is above you, and it opens as an eye.
Well, time to go back.
And is staring down at you, and that's when you both wake up in your beds. The chain is where you left it on the table.
Throw the door open.
I probably stare at the door for a while, like,
I go over and knock on your door. Wake up.
I don't wanna.
Are we awake?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Oh,
Do we hear them beating on each other's doors? I'd get out of my
I
room.
open the door and I'm just like, only one way to tell.
So you come out in time to see Kazmal slap Jack standing at his door.
We look over at Bork.
I approve.
Should we slap Bork?
I don't
Well,
know.
you're welcome to
Maybe
try.
Turnaround's fair play. I gotta make sure I'm awake.
Oh, okay. You feel that?
Do I hear this commotion?
Yeah.
Like, what the heck is going on?
Are you
out
guys
here?
still drunk?
Nope.
Are we?
Be right back, though. I'm gonna fix it.
Did you guys stay up all night drinking?
Nope.
No.
What are you doing? Why are you slapping each other?
Why are you in each other's room?
We're not. I came over to his room. I go over and pinch phone Venetrina. Do you feel that?
Yeah, I feel that. What are you doing?
What does that even prove?
I just want to make sure somebody's real.
So,
Somebody that's not me and him. It's a long story.
Maybe we should talk about it over breakfast.
is it time for breakfast?
What time is it?
It's not dawn yet. It's like
It's
the
time
middle
for
of
breakfast.
It's the middle of the night.
Oh,
It's time for early breakfast.
what? All right, we're gonna wake everybody up.
Well,
Go-
if I'm awake, I'm
come
eating,
in-
so
Yeah, but there's other people that are in this hotel.
Nope.
Or in.
I'm headed downstairs.
Time to go have breakfast.
Let's have snacks and drinks.
Okay. So you guys head
Is there
downstairs.
even gonna be anybody at the bar?
There's Bjorn, the older guy's at the bar. It's like, hello, folks. What can I get you?
Can I get a dish of your fine pickles?
Drinks and a nightcap?
Drinks.
Or
Alright.
nightcap. I meant nightcaps and snacks.
Well, most of the staff's already turned in, but if you want to follow me to the kitchen,
Sure. Hey,
What is wrong with
quit
you
acting
two?
so stern. He's giving us free range of the larder.
I go back. I follow him back.
Okay.
behind the-
I'll wait till they go through.
yeah, they go through the kitchen door.
Can you grab me?
Wait. One of us should go and one of us should stay.
Okay, I'm staying.
Okay, I'll go.
He goes to the door. You're all by yourself in the bar. But you can hear them in the.
Just a little old off the top for myself.
Yeah, it's all cleaned up back there. I mean, it's like it's like you don't see like stoves and ovens here in this area. Like it's like a prep area and a staging area. And he's like, but there's a few things stashed here. I got some, and he kind of throws together kind of a tray really quick for you.
Thank you.
Gives you guys some plates to carry out, and
Where do you guys cook your stuff at?
the kitchen's a different building.
Oh.
It's where all the little folk live.
Keeps the heat separate, too.
The little folk, huh?
Like the one in the fire.
No, the halflings.
Oh.
Well, thanks for the snacks.
Yes. Go back out. Did you go anywhere?
He's at the bar with like a bottle and a glass.
Okay.
Went right here.
I guess just add that bottle to our tab. Sorry about that.
Very good.
He had a bad dream. He's
When
he's
she says
scared.
it sounds
Convincing?
No.
no.
Dumb.
Like
It's okay.
I'm
Lots of
pouty.
people have bad dreams.
But
Usually-
we had one together.
Well, that's
Yeah.
And here I just
Not
thought his
like that.
awkwardness was rubbing off on you.
Not
I
like
mean,
no.
Nope.
I didn't know.
No, not like that.
It's
Nope.
okay. I'm not judging.
I
No,
know.
we had a bad dream together. We were in the same dream. In separate rooms.
Those are too kinky. I just decided.
No longer
She
interested.
can't break it out of her head. It's not
How do
happening.
you know you had the same dream?
Because he was there and he had the same. He knows what I know.
Colors of the stones.
Green.
Gray and green.
Gray and green. Moon.
Not ours.
And?
Not the stars.
And what happened when we went back the second time?
I wanted to get drunk.
It's like they're talking in code.
It was weird. That's why we're freaked out.
Okay, I'm gonna try to take you really seriously here. Sorry. Go ahead.
We woke up in a, stone room. Nothing in the room. And there was a door, weird shaped. And we went out onto a street that had no doors. And when we turned back, our door was gone. And there was windows at third, fourth story high, really tall buildings.
No alleys, no streets.
Yeah, just one long building on either side. And a cobblestone street that was green and gray. It was weird. And then some mist started rolling. And and then we started running. And that's when we saw the shadowy figure. Guess who that was?
The
Nah.
boogeyman?
Yes.
Oh, well, yeah. So you remember the story that we were told about the murderer in the city with the chain whip thing?
Yes.
Yeah, that was him. He was there.
Yep.
Malmorvius is his name.
This is his whip.
That's his whip. He wants us to return it to his body in West Crown. He said we should ask House Miranda about it. Yeah.
He also offered to teach me how to use it.
Yeah. Or he would teach him how to use it. The king wants us apparently to give him a passage into our world.
King. What
Some
king?
sort of king of entropy.
Yeah, king of entropy. He went stomping past the door that we had ducked into because there was a door suddenly. And this Malmorvius character went in with us. And then we heard stomping going past the door. And then we woke up.
So you heard the king.
Yes. Well,
But
he
you didn't
said it was
see
the king. We didn't see any king. So he could have been lying to us because he's a weird murdering psychopath. And then we woke up. And then we had that conversation. And then we went down for snacks. And then we were back on the street. And
Wait, back up. You lost me.
Yeah.
You woke up.
Yep.
And you came down for snacks.
Yep. The guy said, follow me into the back. We followed. And then woke up back in the streets. And there was the moon.
The streets in your dream.
Yes.
Yes.
And then we woke up again.
And we looked at the moon, and it was a big eye. And it opened up and looked at us.
The moon was a big eye. Does that ring a bell for me?
They look like the eyes and the
No.
beaks.
Yeah.
They look like the eyes inside the beaks.
That might be why, because they didn't get touched by the black goo.
Mm-hmm.
And Malmorvius took down his hood, and there was no eyes, and he was all scarred up. Just eye holes.
No more devil's tongue for you. Or you.
I don't think it was
I think I had
related.
one.
Don't think it was related.
I think it's
I
the
don't
black
care.
goo.
I think it was the, yeah.
Well, then we need to get back to West Crown and see if we can get you healed appropriately.
Yeah, I'd like to go take a bath in somebody's holy water.
Whatever it takes.
Yes.
Yeah, this is pretty disturbing.
Preferably at the Temple of Callistria's holy water.
So hence why we were smacking each other when you guys came out. Just to make
I
sure.
just thought you guys were having a lover's spat.
No. It was to make sure we weren't, in a second wake-up dream sequence. So, and here we are. Freaked out.
Okay.
Rascal sitting at the edge of the fireplace watching you intently.
What do you know about the King of Entropy?
Well, you want to meet him?
No.
I'll make a deal.
No, I don't want your deals. I just want
Is
to
that
know.
is that a real being? Is the King of Entropy a real person?
Entity. Is it a real entity?
I mean, there's a lot that claim that title.
I could be it.
You could be it.
For a deal.
I seem to have lost my dice. Like, sir? Oh, no, they're there.
It sounds like a good excuse.
It's true.
It's true.
You guys are funny. I hope you come back a lot.
Huh.
Why do you think we're funny?
Because you're funny.
Okay. So a lot of things claim to be the King of Entropy.
Just from what he
You look
said,
back,
sounds like-
he's gone again. He's
From what he
disappeared
said,
again.
it sounds like anybody could be. Or could say that they are.
So, are we taking the whip to his body? And I don't think we should.
I think we should talk to
Lysandra.
Lysandra and Miranda. Not Miranda.
Annabelle.
Annabelle.
Anna, her Lady Miranda's sister was attacked by that psycho. Malmorbius
Mal Morbius.
is his name.
Okay. Well,
I think
Because
somebody.
we didn't have his name, but he said he was the...
What time of day is it? It's like middle of the night? I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably like 3 or 4 in the morning.
So you can kind of see like dawn creep up around the edge.
Not in the wintertime?
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's winter.
That might happen somewhere else in the world. But here where we live physically, IRL, that
This is
doesn't
pretty
happen.
close to the equator, so it's more like a 12-hour day
Oh,
all year long.
Yeah. We have a 4-hour day cycle in the winter here.
Yeah.
It's pretty close.
A little bit less, but that's what it feels like.
It's a little bit more.
Oh, sorry.
But not much. Like
So,
5.5.
You're ruining my life.
I am the destroyer.
Well, he said it was absolutely him. He was the mass murderer, not mass murderer, serial killer.
he admitted to being the serial killer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And that was his chain.
And why does he want you to bring the chain to him?
It'll bring him peace, is what he said.
I agree, though. We should go talk to the ladies of the house that are our current patrons and see what exactly we can do or what they would suggest.
Yes.
So at this point, we have two options. We can either A, head to West Crown now, or B, try to rest for the rest of the evening and head at first light.
I'm not feeling very sleepy.
I'm good with now.
We can go now. Yeah, there's no reason for us to. we can
How
pack
far
up
of a
our
trip
stuff.
is it from here?
A day. So if you leave now, you'll get back mid-afternoon instead of evening.
Yes, let's do that.
All right. Traveling across the bugbear-infested road countryside in the middle of the night.
Maybe
I don't think they're going to be up at this hour looking for tolls.
So you guys go get all your gear.
Mm-hmm.
How do you handle the bag?
Well, that goes in my backpack.
Okay. As far from your flesh as possible.
Mm-hmm.
You want it right up against your back, and every time.
Oh yeah.
Time it moves.
So it can just stab you every time you take a step.
No sack. I'm just gonna put it right between my backpack.
Just
Right between your
without
arm and your
touching it,
back.
just strap it to the outside back of your pack.
Wrap my hand around.
No.
No. That's
Okay.
Use it to
So.
floss.
So yeah, you guys get all your gear. When you guys come back down, there's like a group of halflings all sitting at the bar. And like you guys come downstairs and they've all stopped and are looking at you. Like they were talking when you guys came downstairs.
Hi, fellas.
Sorry to interrupt.
Can we get you anything? And like one of them jumps off the stool.
No.
No, we're checking out.
Oh, very good.
Enjoy your morning.
Yeah.
I'll collect your keys.
Oh, absolutely.
Here.
Goes over and
Collects our
safe
keys.
travels.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I'd give him a gold. Because I have a gold.
A gold or a silver?
A gold.
You have a gold?
I have several. What, you don't?
No.
You know why? Because I do.
I never had gold. Ever.
Sure.
How do you get gold? Is that real?
You guys head out.
You sure you're not confusing it with silver in this
Yes.
game? Okay.
He might have melted down that chalice.
It's like you just get handed them a platinum in D&D.
Oh, yeah, no. That'd be different. Wait, you can get platinum in this.
The gold is like notch everything down one.
Yeah.
Okay.
He knows.
Okay.
Wow.
No, can't accept it.
I can't let it
Dwarves can't let gold go.
Apparently, you get the fever.
All
It's
the
a real
glitters
thing.
is all that glitters is
So I
gold.
pull out my pimp chalice. Ting.
So yeah, you guys begin walking in the dark.
Pull out the.
It's a nice full moon out though.
Oh, see, you don't
Nope,
even need
time to
that.
stay back.
Nice.
Nope.
You don't need the torch.
Yeah.
Good-
Yeah, well, I got him like, is it right?
It does seem right, but you have that moment where you're like waiting for it.
Might look at us.
You keep staring at it, it's going to fall from the sky and land on you.
As long as it lands on us.
Don't put that on me. I didn't do anything. I was just...
You put it on me to begin with, therefore you're coming too,
How did I put it on you?
because you mentioned it. But it's gonna fall out of the sky.
Every time you like look up at it, like you just get like a weird flicker of movement. It's probably just nerves.
I don't look.
I
look-
notice him acting real sketchy, and I like, do you have a fever?
damn it.
I'm just checking to see if you have a fever. It's okay. Does he have a fever?
No.
Okay.
You touch him
Well-
and he's just like... "Durr."
All right, let's make it for
Let
West
me
Crown.
see that. I like yank up his shirt. I want to look at the
Whoa!
stain. Is the stain
Whoa!
still there?
It's really faded,
It's really faded.
like absorbed.
Oh no. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I think it might have been the goo that. Oh, I told you that. All right, let's just go.
It's okay.
Well, if he's got like a hairless patch, I hear that happens when your armor rubs against your body.
I check under yours too. I like lift up your
Whoa!
sleeve. Your sleeve, not your whole
Oh.
You're
shirt.
getting frisky there, madam.
And I was like,
I want.
See,
Shut up! As a doctor, I need to do this.
As a doctor.
but I'm the doctor.
doctor.
Wait,
Well,
It's the
you're
same thing.
fairly
all right,
used
so
to
I'm
it.
going
It's
to
the
keep
same
going
thing.
this way while you two
What,
play
same
doctor.
thing?
Same kind of fade, yeah.
All right,
Maybe Lysandra will know more.
hopefully. Let's hustle.
Let's hustle. We go fast.
All right, so you guys, yeah. The sun comes up behind you as you're walking, and I'm gonna have just you make a perception check.
Yeah, buddy. 26.
Whoo! So as the sun's coming up, you like see your shadow stretching out in front of you, and Bork's shadow stretching out in front of him.
I'm the tallest goblin in the world.
There's no shadow from the other two, is there?
That's what you see. Like you look down and like you see Bork's shadow like really stretching out because the sun's just barely cresting behind you, and your shadow. And you don't see the other two casting a shadow.
So, looking closely, I confirm they do not have a shadow.
Neither one of them has a shadow.
I'm just looking.
Yeah, everyone's just kind of walking along doing the thing. You guys are walking and...
Stop and get some water out of my pack.
I keep that to myself for now because I don't need them panicking. Do I
After a
have
couple of minutes,
Uh-huh.
you look back and they have shadows.
I mean,
No, I know what I saw. I know what I saw. I'm just going to file that
Okay.
back as something to tell later.
some traveling music.
Indeed.
All right.
Yay.
Try to pick something up.
What kind of things do not cast shadows?
What's that?
What kind of things do not cast shadows?
Incorporeal
Have
things?
I heard... Oh, God. That can't be right. That can't be right. That's so weird.
Things that light pass through?
Just listening to the tunage.
We're just like, we're okay. And she's like,
Let's scroll through all the weird things that don't.
She's like, they're gonna die.
I'm like,
Doctor that.
I'm pretty worried right now. Like, this. Yeah,
Wow,
we
I
need to
feel
hurry
personally
up.
attacked by chat right now.
So let's hustle. We're hustling on the road again.
Yeah, I'm like pushing. I'm like
Okay.
picking up pace.
Picking up the pace.
we-
March faster.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Wait, when did
Like,
this not become
every time
fun?
they're like,
This is
"We
my
need to take
realm,
a break,"
lady.
I'm like,
Back
no, you can eat and walk.
Oh no.
right, I'm like, finally my speed.
Yeah, it's a little bit afternoon, and you guys like you start passing people on the road after daybreak. People leaving West Crown, but it's a little bit afternoon when you guys get back to the river, and you can see the island with all the noble houses on it, and then the main proper city of West Crown beyond.
Okay. So we'll go to one of the gondola places. The gondola guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get one of the
Catch a
boats,
little
and
boat.
yep. You show them the letter,
Yep.
and yeah, they row you guys gently
Ashore.
across the stream.
Row.
Gently. Okay.
And you dock up at Perego Regisona, which is the island of the nobles, very close to that park where the oak tree is, which is just outside of the proper grounds of House Miranda. And of
Okay.
course, it's noon, so the city is bustling. Like even here on the island, where there's less traffic and activity, there's still like nobles or guards moving around, and so you do see other people on the streets. There's the ship that you guys came in on is gone. You don't see that here.
They must have taken off again. All right, let's make for House Miranda.
Indeed.
Hustle.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you guys get up to the guest. I mean, the guest house is what you know.
Yeah.
Knocking on the door.
So you don't even get to that like you as you go walking up the steps, the door swings open,
Oh,
and Gulliver is standing there. Oh, very good. You all survived.
we did. Hi. How's it going?
Only just.
Very good, sir.
Gulliver, we need
Lysandra.
Lysandra and Lady. Oh my gosh, my brain's gonna remember.
Miranda,
Miranda.
Lady Miranda.
Please.
I will send. I can send for both. I believe they're in the main house.
Thank you.
Please.
Outstanding. Thank you.
Do come in, please.
By
Of
all
course.
means.
Thank you. When I come in.
I'm just like staring at him as I walk in.
Never breaks eye contact.
Yep, never breaks eye contact. Just like
He just gives you this kind of droll, heavy-lidded look
I
the whole
kind
time.
of like
very
push your
good, yes.
shoulder and like stop harassing the help.
I'm sure he appreciates being called help, because I'm still eyeballing him.
It's better than being a slip, sir.
Thought he was gonna burn you.
I was ready for a burn.
You kind of feel like it was pointed. It's better than being a slip, sir.
But I thought a slip was a halfling.
For some reason, I pictured like a Sammy J
Like-
version of a goblin eyeballing somebody.
Just consider yourselves lucky that I can't swear. I was told not to.
Family friendly.
So you guys get into the house. and he sends one of the halflings out. One of the slips out.
Okay.
They're not slips here. They're all halfling servants.
Um,
Yeah, the minutes tick by.
take my bag off, set it down.
Why don't we just hang out together in the living room by the fireplace for now?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure I'll go grab us a bite to eat real quick. You guys just wait here.
So you head to the kitchen.
Yeah.
There's a couple halflings in there. What can we get you?
Can you just bring us some whatever you have together? That's easy. Some
Very good.
Food right now.
Very good.
Before dinner. Thank you. And refreshments, or like drinks, water.
Straw? Okay, water.
would be good. Yep. It's been a long journey.
And you guys head back out to the opulent guest house.
Is Gulliver still standing there looking at us?
No, he's gone off to do
Okay.
important things.
I was like,
He's getting our rooms
we're relaxing,
prepared.
and then I'm like, oh, good, he's gone.
He's still staring at us.
Just staring. Have a seat.
So yeah, they bring out some trays with some
Ooh,
like
snacks.
light cut vegetables and fruit on it, and some rolled meats, like thin sliced rolled meats and cheeses, and like a goblet of water and like a goblet of like looks like a wine, but looks like it's a really watered down
Oh, great.
wine. So you get a good flavor from it, but it's not very strong.
Okay.
It's afternoon wine.
Right.
Nice.
The Kool-Aid of wines.
Yeah.
So, how are you guys feeling?
Great, thanks.
Fine. Like handful of meat and cheese. It's all delicate. I'm like, no.
Gulliver walks through the room to the front door. Opens the door. Balthazar
fast.
steps in.
Balthazar.
It's always a
The
off-putting.
big.
The big Hell Knight.
Hell
I
Knight.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Well, in my head, I'm like, that's not who I want to talk to.
But he walks in and
And
kind
then
of
I
like
remember, oh yeah, he's there.
looks around the room
Uh-huh.
and like steps aside of the door, and Lady Miranda steps in, wearing a very like pale seafoam green dress with a white vest over it, and comes walking in, and Lysandra follows. Lysandra's wearing a just very true blue, like silky looking dress.
Hi. Hey.
Sadu.
Oh,
You're
okay.
back earlier than we thought.
Why did you think it would be early?
Because
we
were
marched.
scheduled to be back this evening.
It's normally 2 days march. You must have moved quickly to get back so soon.
Yeah.
We did.
And
Actually, we were gone
Annabelle
like
comes
3
over and
days.
sits down in one of like the big overstuffed chairs in the
I'll
the
stand
room.
when she comes in.
Yeah.
I'll stand.
When she sits down, I stand up.
Lysandra steps up like behind her chair and kind of like just rests her arms on the back of the chair and settles her chin on her arms, kind of watching each of you. She has a bit of a grin.
Well, we left pretty early this morning. Before the sun came up.
What did you find?
Four bodies, or 4 decomposed bodies. One was mummified
Mummified.
to a point. It had inhabitants inside of it.
Lysandra kind of leans in a little bit when you say that. What? Describe in detail what happened.
The inhabitants were worm-like.
Was the grave disturbed before you got there?
No,
Not that we
tell.
could see.
the earth atop the grave was barren. There was no growth.
Nothing growing there.
Yeah, in a decent amount of area. And it wouldn't have been from whatever was burned. There's something else going on. That
Was the earth dry or wet?
Wet. But it had
And the two of them kind of share a look.
but it had rained, hadn't it?
well, it
Because we
rained-
rolled around in the grass to get clean.
Right, it rained the night before, but
So-
the deep soil wasn't dry.
Yeah.
It was normal wet soil. Not
Mhm.
muddy, just wet.
And one of the bodies was mummified
Yes.
in the wet ground.
Yes.
Okay.
Had leeches in it. Well, leeches is a weird, loose term. They weren't-
Floating 3 foot, 4 foot? However big they were. I don't remember.
Like
Oh, 4
2
arm
foot.
size. Yeah,
4 arm size.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I think a more urgent matter is the fact that the fluids from these creatures got onto these two, and they're affected.
It would seem.
I was going to get there.
There's something.
so you killed these creatures.
Yes.
Yes.
They poured out of the body, attacked us, actually attached to him,
Yeah,
and
one of
started
them
to...
attached to me, sucked my blood.
Yeah.
We were able to kill him pretty quick, but their black goo got all over just him and I.
They had beaks with eyes inside their beaks.
Yep.
An eye.
And they floated in the midair
Like-
with no wings.
Annabelle seems a little put off by that. Lysandra doesn't. Like, she's just like, okay.
Right.
We found something else at the site. Do you want to show them?
No.
You should show
You
them.
just tell them.
Just tell me.
We found a chain flail,
Spiked chains.
spiked chain, buried in the burnt down barn.
Also preserved. Magical.
So that's the first part of that weird discovery. The second part is the night after that, we were at the portal and we'd gone to sleep, and he and I had a shared dream where we were in this room, stone room, green and gray, and one door, and we went out in the door, and I kind of go through the dream, not to recap for everybody a third time, including the discovery of Malmorbius and yes,
Yeah, Annabelle's listening to you intently the whole time. And like everything you're telling her is completely out of her depth.
he wants us to
Lysandra's watching you the whole time, though, and just scrutinizing you.
he wants us to deliver the chain to his body. He says it's here in West Crown. He said to ask House Miranda.
When you
about
say
it.
that, they kind of they share a look once again. Like, Annabelle looks up at Lysandra at that. And Lysandra just kind of gives her a little nod, and they go back to watching.
He said House Miranda would know where it is. We should ask them. He didn't know we were working for you because neither of us told him anything other than I called him out as the weird serial killer that we had heard about, and he said, yes, that's absolutely him, and that's his chain
You
flail.
spoke with Malmorbius
Yeah. We didn't know who he was at the time.
in your dream.
Yes.
Oh.
I suspect that they may still be affected in that dream state. I observed something really interesting this morning. That for a bit they did not cast a shadow.
What?
Huh?
Yeah. Like,
They do now,
what?
but I did see for a while they did not this morning.
Lysandra, for how long?
Minutes, but I
Was it right when the sun first came up?
yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Does
And she just kind of settles back.
it?
I'm sorry, but how does that make sense?
Like,
What he said.
Forgive me. We were on a very long journey with an Ulfin that refused to tell us anything unless we pried it out of him. So I apologize if I seem a little touchy about this.
If you tried to speak common to somebody who didn't speak common, how would that sound to them?
Okay, I understand that.
The higher mysteries of magic are the same way.
I understand that. But I also have faith in your
Are they
Simply, they were still coming back in tune with this world.
Okay, see?
So we did leave this.
I appreciate that. Thank
so
you.
are
And
they
again,
now back in tune with the world?
They seem to be.
I mean, are they going to
Pinch
keep being
myself.
affected by this dream state thing?
Who's the king of entropy?
Which one?
The one in the in a weird dream world?
Wish Arbogast was still in town.
Oh. You said he was the one that told you about the bodies.
Arbogast and Leona left yesterday morning out on another voyage.
Can you use the oak tree to talk to him through the tree in the
He
ship?
doesn't have
He's not a druid anymore.
magic anymore.
druids can do that.
I didn't find this out till after everything had come to pass, but apparently Malmorvius and Arbogast shared dreaming like this as well.
Well,
Why
that's...
who is Malmorvius to you guys?
Malmorvius was one of their traveling companions for a time.
So does that mean one of us is Arbogast and one of us is Malmorvius?
For Leona's sake, I hope not.
'Cause you've got the weapon, so
You have the weapon here?
Yes.
it's not his
May I see it?
backpack.
Just hold up the bag.
Lysandra comes over. Yeah, she takes it out of the bag and handles it.
It poked me.
Careful, that's
Yeah.
sharp.
It's quite sharp. She takes her thumb and rubs it against one of the blades and it doesn't do anything.
Did it stab you a couple times and there was no blood?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kai Katan wields no power over me.
Who's Kaikatan?
That's what Malmorvius called himself when he was killing people. She wraps it back up and hands it back to you.
No.
Take it.
No.
You take it?
I told I'm
Don't
claiming
take that.
responsibility for it.
We're turning it over to them.
And I bet we have to go to the grave. Put him at rest.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
And put him at rest? I'm tempted not to do that just because it would put him at rest.
Well,
I understand that.
And Annabelle's nodding, yeah.
Also, by the way, Whisper gives her regards.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you encountered Whisper.
yeah.
She is
twice.
charming, isn't she?
Very nice. She told us all sorts of tales.
About bother.
I imagine she would.
And some of it and his crew.
So, if the spirit or whatever he is now of Malmorvius told you to return the whip, it's equally likely it's something horrible he has planned.
Said he didn't have to.
He said he would show you how to use it.
He also said that that something unfortunate may happen to me if I don't. But it didn't seem like a threat. It seemed like outside influence. At least that's what I felt.
Well, then perhaps we accommodate his wishes and put guards around the site for now. And she looks back at Annabelle, and Annabelle just kind of nods her assent, but she's gone kind of pale talking about this.
Where is he buried?
There's a grave site not far from here that House from Renda owns, and he was buried there.
Huh. How can we get this taint off us? And I show them the.
That's
this-
why. And Lysandra looks and she's like, that's why I wish Arbogast was here, because he went through this as well. And I don't know how he handled it.
Maybe one of the temples.
He spoke with a priest of Desna who was in town at the time, but unfortunately the Shrine of Desna is less permanent than others. And it's just a matter of finding a wandering priest coming through West Crown, which unfortunately not a lot of priests or priestesses of Desna do.
Does it have to be Desna? There's other.
Well,
gods.
Desna is the goddess of dreams.
Oh.
I will do some research on this for you. I'll see what I can find for you.
Please.
I'm well versed in magic, and I would be happy to do that for you. Sounds like you had a little more harrowing trip than I was anticipating.
Well, yeah.
And Annabelle kind of like sits forward in her chair and she's like, please, you're welcome to stay here for a few more days, of course, to rest and recover from your ordeal.
Thank you.
And I can have Balthazar show you where the gravesite is.
I look at Balthazar.
Yeah, like when his name said, like he kind of like looks over at you guys and looks down because he's
Has
taller.
he said anything ever when we're around?
He spoke at the dinner table.
Okay.
He has his helmet. He has the full regalia on right now. Like he has to duck to get in the door.
Yeah,
with
I get
his helm on.
I feel better with him.
I'd
With
be
us.
all right with that.
Well,
We're sorry if we flubbed this up.
no, you did exactly as we asked, and you brought back the information we requested.
And then some.
And also, and she looks back at Balthazar, and he walks over and he like unties a pouch from his belt, and you can hear the coins. Like it's heavy with coins. And whoever's closest to him. Walks over and hands this bag of coins to you. And Annabelle's, Leona left that. She said you were due a share of the spoils from the ship.
Oh.
Oh,
Excellent.
excellent. I'll look at it later and I'll just set it down next to me. I'm not going to open it in front of them.
Could I make a living off of getting captured and freed?
So
As bait.
Right.
we will we will look into this matter for you of these dreams. I hope no lasting harm comes from the task I sent you on,
I'm
and we'll do what we can to find a cure for it if there is one.
I'm more worried we've awoken some, well, not ancient evil, but evil that had already been put to rest. And we don't want to...
Is that what you were looking for when you asked if the bodies were still there? Were you expecting there to be something unnatural?
And Annabelle looks back at Lysandra, and Lysandra kind of steps in front of the chair. Before all the turmoil that happened in West Crown a few years ago, there was a group here called the Silver Serpents. And hidden within them was a subgroup, if you will, called the Serpent's Eye. And someone has been recently raiding the mass graves where many of the Silver Serpents were interned after all the chaos and the riots and that happened, and some bodies were missing.
Oh.
Could it be the bodies with this weird slug thing in it? And
I have no idea what it was until you brought back the news you did.
now we've been tainted with whatever...
Now you may be tied to whatever is happening, yes. So I would personally request, for your safety and for us to find out what's going on, that you stay in West Crown for a few more days at least. I know you had planned on moving on to Absalom, but it might be better should you stay.
Of course.
Certainly.
And we'll, of course, and she looks back at Annabelle. Annabelle, we'll, of course, put you up for that time.
That's very kind of you.
Yes.
When will Abergast be back?
Sometimes their journeys last only a couple of days. Sometimes they'll last for weeks as they hunt down slave ships.
I see.
In the meantime, since there's no priest of Desna around, and I know that would be preferable, do you think Asoda would be able to do anything about it?
I don't know that she'd be able to help. She tried to help Arbogast and Mel, but was unable to then.
Was Mal
Morbius.
was Morbius evil person before he was affected?
He was a paladin of Sarenrae.
I was like, I assume that means he was good.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
The best of the good.
Wow.
And a paladin to boot.
Rock bottom.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. It's disconcerting.
A little.
So this research that you have to do, is it like book based? Is it anything I can help with?
How good is your abyssal?
Not as good as my draconic.
Then my books probably won't be of much use for you.
Okay.
Do you know what pushed Malmorvius over the edge to taking on the identity of Kai Katan? Is that what his name was?
Oh yeah, I forgot to do this.
The serial killer known as Kai Katan terrorized West Crown for months.
Right. Like, what happened to cause Mal to do that?
He went insane, as far as I know.
From
Frequent trips to the city.
I could see that.
Why did he and Arbogast share the dreams?
I don't know. I just know that they did.
But it has something to do with those bodies that they...
It has something to do with the serpent's eye.
I wonder if they were splashed with the black goo like we were. Okay.
Serpent's Eye. Do they follow a particular deity?
I don't know.
Or the Silver Serpents? See?
I'm going to throw an out of character thing. You drew the tattoos.
Oh, I did. Yes. Oh, I pull out my sheet real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I pull that out and I'm like, this was the tattoos that we saw that were on the body of the mummified alien or creature. Bursty.
Yes. So the Silver Serpents had an initiation tattoo, like your Storm Chasers. And she points to the serpent tattoo. Mm-hmm. But there was a subsect within them. There were several subsects within them, but that had the serpent's eye, and I think they served a different patron or master than the rest of the serpents.
Interesting.
Did you do a lot of research on these serpents?
I used to lead them.
Well, that right there would seem like, yes, you have.
Oh.
It doesn't seem like we can get a better person on the job for this then.
It does not. So...
Many of the former serpents now serve in the city guard.
Oh.
But even then, I made sure none had the mark of the eye.
Gotcha.
What if they just went underground?
They may have.
So, based off of what
Underground. And she like turns and gives another look at Annabelle. And she's like, I think we've probably put them through enough. And she's like, well, if they're waiting anyway, and they are living rather well. And Annabelle's like, we'll discuss it later. And Lysandra just kind of gives her a nod, conceding the point. Anyway, the serpents don't exist as an organization anymore, but not all of them stayed under my control.
Oh.
There was another leader within our organization. Had a couple different names he went by, but Grosh Tenor is what he was known in the city by mostly. And there was a schism and a lot of fighting, and he was eventually banished from the city. She smiles big when she says that.
Okay, well, I only have a quick question and a statement. Do they have... you've seen this with Arbogast and Malmorvius?
I didn't see it with Malmorvius. Arbogast only told me about it once the dreams had ceased.
Okay. So, did he tell you the entire process? Essentially what I'm getting at is, do we have anything to worry about for these two for the time being, or...
They'll probably experience the dreams again. Arbogast had some kind of charm against them.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know where it is.
Oh. Okay.
Could we recreate the charm, or...
If I knew what it was, I might be able to.
find other charms.
That's possible
against
too.
Dreaming.
Of course, Abergast is gone.
So I guess my secondary statement is
Annabelle looks at you with like real like compassion and kind of pity. She's like, that's kind of his nature to be gone when he's most needed.
ouch. We also stumbled across some bugbears that were banditing the road a little bit. I don't know if there's anything we can, like, if there's any authorities that need to be told about that.
West Crown's authority is only to the portal.
Okay. I wasn't sure if the Queen's guards, free ranged along.
Hell Knights go out and clear the rabble sometimes.
Okay.
I'll let the keep here know.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
If you wish to be rid of the that burden,
Bugbears can go off the list.
I do.
I have 6 Hell Knights on them.
Yes.
Balthazar just kind of like walks over to the door. Gulliver holds the door open.
No. In that case,
Right now?
I guess we're on our way.
Okay.
Oh,
To where?
to the
To
grave.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, Balthazar leads you out of the guest house and just onto one of the main roads. You start walking deeper into Regisona. These beautiful manor houses. Like you really see like the house from Renda House behind the guest house, and the guest house was like beyond anything you guys have ever really encountered before this. And you're just like, what?
The real house is palatial.
Right? Yeah, it is. It's it's kind of ridiculous. And there's a flurry of activity though at the house too. Like there's people going into the, like it looks like the central organization for something based on the traffic. And you go past that and there's like an old graveyard basically, like really well maintained, with a bunch of different crypts, and he takes you up to just like a big stone like slab in the ground. And there's no markings on it.
Not surprising.
At all.
So, do we have to put it underneath the slab?
Well, probably. Otherwise, somebody might just take it. I would think.
Balthazar
Looking
like
at Balthazar.
gets down and he just pushes the slab over, and it reveals kind of a shaft in the ground that goes down, and there's a stone sarcophagus at the bottom of this like 8-foot drop, wrapped in chains.
Huh.
Is there anything special? Or just normal iron chains?
Just normal iron chains, and there's it looks like a couple sets of chains. There's a couple different padlocks on it.
Okay.
And he like reaches into a pouch and pulls out a key ring.
You're gonna unlock the chains?
He holds it out. He's like, I'm not.
What are you guys looking at me for?
Well,
I'll take it.
Are you gonna send her down there?
I need someone to
She's
help me
twice
move
my
the
height.
lid.
But you're nimbly.
Give me the key. And I snag it and jump down.
I didn't want to go down
You guys better get a rope and haul me back up when this is over.
there.
You've got to go down there and open the sarcophagus. And put the thing...
Just drop it
Drops
out.
the bag down.
My foot! What?
You
Is that
will
really
save.
what you do?
What?
you probably
you
don't really
jerk.
want to hit his foot. But
He
I
just-
blame you for this.
you drop it.
away from him.
Make the will save.
Will save.
When
25?
you do that...
Okay. Yeah, you pull.
punch
You pull away really quick. It would have landed on your foot.
I'm like,
Did you see that? It totally curved. Like I
It did. Like when he dropped it, it like went towards him.
I punch you. Like,
what
as
do
hard
I'm
as I
trying
can.
to figure out.
I'm like,
I punch
I
you.
try to leave most of my stuff at the house. So I'm like fiddling around for anything I might have. I
What
pull
do you
off.
add to unarmed strikes?
Your proficiency bonus and strength.
If you're proficient in unarmed
Everybody's proficient in unarmed strikes.
Yeah.
I pull off
So
my shoe
plus
and give him
4
the,
and her strength bonus.
So... 19. Does that hit you?
Mm-hmm.
Punch you in your stupid head.
Oh, it's called
There you go.
That misses.
Oh.
I throw my shoe at him. It's like,
Then his shoe comes flying out of there. I just
Whack.
I look at Balthazar.
look down.
This is not how we normally conduct business.
I'm sure.
I start unlocking stuff. So what can I expect down here? Is it just the body wrapped in chains, or the sarcophagus is wrapped in chains?
I wasn't here when Edric buried him. I don't know.
What am I looking at?
So yeah, right now there's 3 sets of chains wrapped around the sarcophagus.
Okay, the sarcophagus. Okay.
Yep.
So
That's yeah.
You
Is
have
the
to
shaft-
go down there and open the sarcophagus for him.
is the shaft
Yeah,
big
it looks like
enough
he's
to
opening
like
it just
walk around
fine.
the sarcophagus?
Barely,
and
but
stuff?
yeah.
I start
Wait.
undoing chains and like
It's not
throwing
about the
stuff
locks
off.
on the chains. It's a stone sarcophagus.
But there's barely enough room between the wall of the shaft and the sarcophagus itself. He's not going to fit down there.
How's he gonna get it open?
Yeah, you can't really push it off.
Well, it's standing
Kinda
upright.
can, yeah.
Okay.
No, it's laying flat. The sarcophagus is laying flat.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. I'll try to slide it. See if I can.
Make a strength or athletics check for me.
By the way, I'm getting like my weapons out. I'm just like, just in case. Most people don't wrap
10.
stuff in
10.
chains.
Yeah,
So he's like,
like a flat 10.
mm.
You got it open?
And I
See?
stop and look at you.
Get your ass out.
Get down here and help me.
As they're climbing down. No, you get out. We both ain't gonna fit down here.
You can't climb while you have your weapons out.
Right, I'm gonna put them.
I try pushing again.
I look
And
at
keep
Balthazar.
sliding.
Before you do that, you're looking at Balthazar. You're looking down the hole. You're probably watching
I'm
what's
glaring
going.
at him.
You're glaring at him. You make the perception check.
10.
Awesome. Okay.
Oh my god.
I got +8.
Use your chip.
Well,
Oh.
I just would have rolled a 1 then.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and make a second check.
Okay. Nat 20.
Nice. So while you're debating what you're going to do, he's just like, he goes again, and whatever was holding it just gives with a pop, and the lid goes off,
Crap.
and reveals a body like wrapped in a shroud, basically.
I'm
So
looking
you,
down
you get the
now.
shape of a body, and then all the chains start writhing up around Bork.
Help me. Help me. Help me.
Sorry, Bork. It's been nice knowing you. Oh, God.
Start closing the stone lid.
And that seems like a good place to end for the night.
Oh, no.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
I'll jump down there and get
It's about our stop time, so we're gonna go ahead and call it good there,
Go
guys.
for another hour. The natural 20 is the last roll of the game. Started with a 3. Ended it with nat 20. I feel pretty good about that. It's progression. I was going to use
I hope you guys enjoyed tuning in tonight for our adventure. I think we have a suitably epic place to pick up with next week. Should be really fun.
watch as the...
You know, I use my chips.
And
You get one every game. And y'all keep giving your chips back at the end.
Oh, yeah, because you don't. But you all keep rolling ones every time anyway.
I just get mine out of the way. 'Cause
we will be back next Wednesday, 7 o'clock Mountain Time. If you guys haven't already, give us a follow here. If you really like our content, make sure you subscribe as well. We will be doing some giveaways soon. We do our giveaways on Primed and Ready. We'll have more information for that coming on our social media and our Discord as well. I hope you had as much fun watching as we did playing today, or at least most of our players had today.
Make
the ones
sure
who
you-
weren't being tormented.
Make sure you pick up your Pathfinder 2 Gods and Magic book from your LGS.
And maybe you'll find out who the king is in that book.
Oh, I'm going to research. Desna and the King.
All right, guys. Have a great week. We'll see you back here next Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.
Good
Have a great
night.
week.